welcome to the Raging Rolls. It's been a while, but we are back in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and we are looking forward to continuing the midnight drunken rambles, and hopefully finding out a little bit more about the party that has found themselves together, united in the fate of finding the dragon cache, rumored to be hidden in the city. Now, before we get started, I'm going to quickly pass over to Jeremy, who has a few words to say about Beyond Blue.
Yeah, thanks, Robin. Just want to give a quick shout out to a charity we try to work closely with, Beyond Blue. They do a lot of work with those suffering from anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. We're all in the same situation around the world right now. It's a pretty messed up situation we're all in. If you do need to chat to someone, please reach out to them, beyondblue.org.au.
Thank you very much. And hopefully tonight we can, in our own way, provide some brevity in an otherwise complicated situation with some good roleplay and hopefully a bit of a laugh along the way. So, without further ado, I'm going to ask Dan to give a bit of a summary of the last session so that we can have that as a baseline before we get started.
Yeah, last session we started in our tavern, the Winchester Shields, with everyone trying to figure out where the Stone of Galore had gone. We weren't 100% sure. Red Helm decided to let the party know that he had tickets to the opera and someone who might be able to help with some missing bits of the stone called the Eyes of Galore. So we all went out, got some fancy duds. Claymore had the best outfit ever. Went to the opera. We met.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, went clothes shopping. You missed it.
I'm so sad right now.
We went to the opera. There was some singing from Robin. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you did miss out.
Yeah.
Does that mean I could do Hamilton?
No. Well, the opera's done now, so your chance is over.
It's over. We then met with, I believe his name was Mert. I should know that. Member of the Harpers, who, wasn't like, we kind of butted heads a little bit. He wanted us to do either not help some children who were sworn to a demon, instead just help the entire city of Waterdeep. Red Helm wasn't happy with that. At the end, we decided that, we did get some information from him that one of the Eyes of Galore was with the Xanathar guilds, and they had a gladiatorial ring, which made Beowulf's nipples very hard. We ended up deciding that we would talk about our options on the way back to the Winchester Shield, which turned into a pub crawl. There was some arm wrestling. There was some light thievery from Ren.
Always.
We went.
Half of the course.
Yeah, we ended up back at the Winchester Shield with drinks being poured for us by our phantom that lives in our inn. As we all started talking a little bit about our backstories, and that's pretty much where we wrapped up the session.
Thank you very much. Sounds like a good opportunity to jump right back in. So to set a bit of a stage, we see a few of the party, a few drinks deep, as they begin on a quieter note, discussing their past and really what drives them and why they even consider risking everything they have to help the city, whether it's for money or for glory or to right a wrong past. They sit there discussing, and as they do, we see a return from a few of the party members. The first thing that we see is, or at least feel, is the earth shake, as one foot after the other, a minotaur rises from their slumber.
Oh, Jesus. Morning, fellas.
In one arm, clutched is a hostage that has been left in the Minotaur's care like a teddy bear. as they get up and join at the smell of alcohol tavern.
How's it
What's
going,
with this
Steve?
cuddly bear I've got here? What is
Who's the
this?
host? Oh.
That's Ursula Fluxkin.
Yeah.
Is he
Got a
alive?
little-
I can't tell. Rub his
I don't
head.
know. Is he still alive?
He, as you rub his head, you just hear, "Ugh."
Yeah, so he's alright. I just gotta sit him on a chair. Just
He sort of flops around a little and sort of eventually sort of rights himself while flopping backwards on the chair, just completely knocked out.
I give him a good slap on the back. Straight out his
Ow.
spine, you know?
Beautiful. So next up, we also see Soraya. You find your way into the tavern as well in the evening, as you see most of your companions sitting around the table with a few empty flagons in front of them.
Hello. So what's happening here? Who are you? And I just look at Nick. I look at the Minotaur.
I am Steve Everts. I've been
Hello.
here for a long time. I've just been... Wait, where am I again?
Winchester Shields, Steve. Winchester
Oh,
Shields. Our
yeah,
tavern.
Winchester, yep. Been sleeping.
The brewery, mate. The pub. We're good.
As you look
See?
around, Steve, you
It's
see
a safe
that
space.
the place is so nice now and so well clean that it's barely recognizable from the place you fell asleep in.
That's why I'm asking where the hell I was.
It fits my standards now.
I can deign living here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we've just been having a bit of a chat amongst ourselves. Went to the opera. We've heard a little bit about Ren, Bear, Claymore. Bear, you're not sitting on the little gnome dude again, are you?
Hang on. Nah, it's all good. He's here somewhere though.
Who else didn't we have in our
Zim.
little group discussion last week?
Zim.
Zim just
Zim.
kind of wanders in from the library.
See, I told you he wasn't up my butt.
Would you quit playing with your behind? Does it never tire you to scratch that thing?
Never.
Never. Both of us scratch.
Ah,
So
feel very thirsty.
as you say that, you see in front of each of you slowly is a floating tankard of your favorite drink that is being offered to each of you in turn.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank
Kindly
you.
take it.
And you see quickly that the spectre cleans away some of the empty mugs and pulls a few more seats around the table as the night begins to get going.
But we don't have to
So,
say
are we getting people in here now? Are we open for business?
no, not yet. I think
No.
probably once we find this dragon cache, we probably
Ooh.
will.
Nice.
We're all getting a bit. I know a bit about Steve's background. We're all sharing a little bit, but Gnome, Zim, what's your story?
What
do you
brought you
like?
here, sweetheart?
Well-
What made you climb up my butt?
Wait, you didn't come out of your butt?
There are many horrors that caused that evening. The reason I'm here, the reason I'm in Waterdeep, it starts back as a young gnome. My brother and I, we're always trying to best each other. We are always the fastest, brightest, most studious. Even at wizard school, we were both vying for the top position in all of our studies. Trying to do our parents proud, but mostly just trying to outdo each other. And that's what's led my brother, the poor lad, to try and outdo me on a particular sleep spell that we've been working on. A very deep, endless sleep. And unfortunately, he did something wrong and got pushed into an endless sleep. Nothing I've been able to do so far has been able to wake him, so I spend my time wandering arrived in Waterdeep, looking for an answer to break the curse of this critical spell sleep that he is in. I fear that if I don't wake him soon, he'll be lost forever.
How long has it been?
Enough time to force me to start drinking and try and get rid of the despair that the amount of time I have has already run out.
Have you
Many
tried
years have
throwing
passed.
water on him?
I've tried tickling him with a feather. I've tried
What about
tried the
screaming in his
impossible
ear?
sit-up. I've tried screaming. Oh, I used some fairly amazing, and I would say amazing, minor illusions of volume and sparkling lights and all sorts of things. And yet, I even spoke to some druids. They couldn't raise him. Nothing has raised him yet.
Have you poked him with something pointy?
What about going up his butt?
Have you
Jesus.
tried?
What?
Sheila.
It really does seem like a go-to reaction for this group tonight, doesn't it?
Well, you guys keep mentioning it.
Yeah, you know,
So,
up the button, no
logical.
babies.
Oh,
That
Jesus
is like-
Christ.
Have you
This
tried-
is taking a
Hello,
sharp right turn.
Todd. Referee.
Beautiful.
And
So yeah, as you discuss, you see the bit of concentration in the face of your scholarly companion at the sort of remembering of their sort of past pain and current predicament. I think the group then turns to you, Soraya, as they've all shared their pasts and expectantly, with a comforting smile, look to you, waiting for your story as well.
Hi, so I'm here to prove my worth. I mean, I am already amazing and I've been able to kill monsters, one off of course, but my family is quite well known, so I'm here to prove my worth because I can be just as great as them. And of course, you know, you guys are after that dragoon. Of course, I don't need that money. You guys can have it, but I want that glory. I want that fame.
Yeah, we all want glory.
So what you're
Yeah.
trying to say is you're not trying to miss your shot.
Sorry. Oh wait, I'm gonna rise up. So normally I do have a companion, Nick. He's my bard. He's there to tell my amazingness. But he keeps disappearing. Don't know where he is. It's quite frustrating.
I have-
So what is our next step? We have this stone, as I remember last time. What's gonna happen? Oh wait.
Stuff
What?
will happen. Stuff will happen.
So Steve, what's your story?
Uh,
Why are you always asleep? I don't understand.
Well, I didn't get much sleep when I escaped from prison, so I'm catching up on it now. Wait, you're not meant to know that. I didn't escape from prison.
Wait, prison. So
Yeah, further out of
like,
Waterdeep. I got mixed up in the wrong crowd.
I assume we're not letting that man go. Why
What
is
man?
it hush
He,
hush?
he sort of gains consciousness. I have a name.
Doesn't matter.
Can
He
someone
goes
make
back
one?
into unconsciousness.
I was telling you, shh.
Sleep might take you there.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So
Alright,
what's
well, everyone's had their stories. So
Yeah,
I think
except
it's
you.
time for- Shit.
calm down, red fella.
What about the Goliath?
Yeah, no, that was on the last stream. You missed that.
Oh,
Are you
Too
calling
many.
me tall?
is that
Yeah,
what
what-
you are?
Talk to us, Red Helm. You know, you hid the stone of galore from us, and now you've come out with your Minotaur buddy escaping from jail. Apparently,
I didn't
you know,
escape.
people.
What jail?
Yeah, the what jail? You escaped from the what jail?
The one you literally just said.
Is Ursula, is he fully unconscious right now?
He
We can knock him out again.
is there just conked out.
Alright, can I put a bag over it? Can I find a bag and put it over his head?
Oh my
Awesome.
god, you can't
trying to
kill him
suffocate
like
him?
last time. Or
You
I'm not trying to
find
stop
like you find a hessian bag full of carrots.
Alright, I leave the carrots in and I put it over his head.
Was that found next to the bag called aphrodisiac that's full of rotting pumpkin seeds?
Yeah.
That's being put into jars now. The poltergeist
Oh,
sorts of that. It's sort of fermenting in a really nice paste.
Fantastic.
And you see the bag go over his head, and he just sort of grumbles a little bit, but then goes back to his unconscious slumber.
Is it quite muffled?
Yes, both through carrots and through hessian.
Oh, amazing.
Alright, well, if he's out of the way, if he can't see, I feel comfortable doing this. And Red Helm reaches up and he takes his helmet off. And you see a youngish man with light blonde hair, shorter than you, like the other person that you've seen who you associate with Red Helm. He has a little bit of a hood. He pulls that back and you can see the slight point of an ear. My name is Jason Todd. My mother was an elf and my father is human. I come from a noble family in Baldur's Gate. No, this is Waterdeep. How many of these have I had? When I was 20 years old, my mother and her side of the family were traveling and they were attacked by bandits who killed them all. I searched for answers, tried to track down the bandits, but I wasn't strong enough. I cry out in vain to any god that would listen, and Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, reached out to me, said he would help me if I would fight a war on crime for him. I eventually tracked down the bandits, brought them to justice, but not before I found out they were hired by my father
What?
to gain the Elvish family's inheritance. As Red Helm, went to confront him, but I had made too much noise as Red Helm, and I was lured into a trap. I barely escaped. I had to flee Baldur's Gate, and when I left, that's when I met Soraya for a little bit, and then teamed up with Steve, and we made our way here.
So we're on a family vendetta. Kill the bastards that killed yours.
Well, the bastard that killed my family is my family, so...
True.
Like a circle.
Is he
I
fair
don't know
game?
my family.
Sorry, what was that, Claymore?
We run into him. Is he fair game?
I prefer he be brought to justice than outright slain. I could have done that myself.
Then why
Wait,
didn't
but
you?
didn't you
I'll beat
get
his ass.
caught?
Pardon? What? Everyone was talking.
You got caught. How could you have killed him?
No, I didn't get caught. I was almost caught. He cottoned on to my attempt to, as Red Helm, to capture him, and he set up a trap with the town's guard.
What about
So what?
that?
So why didn't you just kill him? Why justice over killing the old soul?
He's my father.
That don't mean
Guys.
shit if he's done it. Still kill him if he's harmed you. Time to put it to rest.
Roland's a good dude. You don't just kill people and just stare at
Why
all
not?
of you.
Hang on, what? What do you mean you don't just kill people?
Not everyone.
Hang on,
Is your
hang
idea-
on.
We didn't kill Erskine.
No,
Is your
but
idea of
shit
justice
tells me I
that
want
he
to.
rots away.
Yeah, we can just keep him in our basement. Do we have a basement?
We can keep him with my other cuddly toy.
Is that the big one?
You
Yeah.
can start a collection.
I'll hang him up in the training room.
And go
Punch him.
alive, right?
Of course.
We'll have to do something with him at some point. I don't think we can really keep him forever with us.
Is he
Although
still in
behind
Baldur's
you, I
Gate?
can see something pretty comfy for him, Beowulf.
Yeah, we'll find something comfy to stick him on.
Is he still in Baldur's Gate?
Yes, my father's still in Baldur's Gate. I saw him one last time before I did actually leave Baldur's Gate, but that was as the face you see before you. I just told him I was coming here on a gap year, learn a bit more about the countryside before taking over the family business, when in reality I just want to get as strong as I can and go back and bring him to justice for the murder of my mother and my family.
I can agree with that.
There's a silence that settles over the room at the injustice of what has occurred to Jason, not Redhelm, but the man behind the mask. And you all come to terms with the fact that these random strangers that you met such a short time ago have, through the trials of near death, become close enough to trust, even with your eyes closed. And for some of you, that is something that you had not seen coming. It is in this lull that a frenzied knock appears at the door.
My helmet goes straight back on.
I go open the door.
As you open the door, you see a half-elf man with long, curled, auburn hair and red, piercing eyes. You notice immediately a strange black vein under silver skin. He stands at a medium height, but besides the black veins, he seems to have a rather pretty smile, but he seems to be quite out of breath as he stands at your doorway. He says,
We're not open yet.
I come to talk to those who seek to take on Xanathar.
I just open the door. Why not? Just bring him in.
He sort of steps in, cloak off, and he stands with his hands on his knees and trying to catch his breath.
Redhelm, do you know this guy?
No, I don't. I don't know this man at all.
He says, just give me just 1 second.
There's a seat there, mate. Just take a seat.
He sits down. As he does so, a floating glass of water appears in front of him. He sort of almost jumps. He looks at all of you and points to the glass, just sort of questioningly.
That's Phantom Dennis. He's harmless.
Don't worry, he's the help.
Wait, not Fred?
He grabs the water tentatively, takes a little bit of a sip, and he says, Am I in the right place? Are you after what Xanathar has? Are you after his treasures?
Yeah,
What
we
makes you
definitely.
think that?
He treasure. I'm in.
I'm in.
Well, thank you for being
What
so
makes you
upfront.
think we are?
I've heard rumors that those who seek to find Xanathar's belongings are holed up in this place, and by the look of you all, you're as capable as the stories say that you are.
Of course I am. I mean, us. We.
Aren't you that spoiled girl from that
Excuse
family?
me?
Oh yes, that's right. You have good adventuring siblings.
Right.
Why is
And
it
me?
I've never heard of you in the papers?
Oh,
Because obviously you can't read properly. God.
Roll for burn.
All right. Well, regardless, good luck getting up there. Who's sort of the leader here?
Me. You just all shun me.
Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Excuse you.
We're kind of more of a democracy. Not even a democracy. We're kind of a community
yeah.
leadership here.
Right. So I'm free to speak of private matters with all of you then.
I look over at the bagged head of Erskine.
So all
it
you
a kick,
hear
give
is
it a
the
kick.
crunch of a carrot.
What? Carrot?
I think it's
Alright.
like Steve hit him.
I slowly walk up, grab him, and just drag him into the training room.
You
Hang up.
hear like the
Seriously.
footsteps intermingled with like a crunch as he continues to just chew his carrot as he's dragged out of the room, waking up with a hunger as the conversation resumes on the return of Beowulf. As he sits down, he says, I once worked for the old floating eye bag.
Floating
No one
eye
likes
bag.
floating eye bags.
That's what we call Xanathar, those of us
Oh.
who oppose him.
We killed heaps of those.
Oh,
Way
what
good.
you killed was simply a gazer. A infant in comparison to what awaits you if you fight a fully grown beholder, especially in a lair, which is where you are, as I have heard, attempting to get into.
Don't you just
There's
poke
a
him
lot
in
of
the
talk
eye?
of rumours.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, was once a fairly well-received worker in Xanathar's guild. And as is pretty commonplace, Zadathar was never the most trusting of people. And soon I found myself on the end of his ire, and I fled into a life of obscurity, attempting to get away from him. But those skills that I had working for him, it was the ability for my ears to pick up stories that otherwise would not be collected. Strings of tales that otherwise would go as seemingly completely unique experiences. I have a knack for finding the patterns, and lately, all of them point to you lot.
So,
It's not common knowledge that
Well, we
Yeah.
were on the paper.
Common,
on.
not yet.
before
I
we go
have
too
common
far,
to
It's
myself.
a
Excuse
common
me?
for
Who are you
opening
calling
the pub.
common?
She really does have a complex, doesn't she?
She really
Excuse
Yeah.
you?
she does, Sunshine.
Sorry,
So,
what was your name?
buddy, yeah, exactly. What are we calling you, mate?
Complex?
My name is Destrian.
Pedestrian?
Yes.
I have been
That's what I
named
heard.
such,
Is that
but
because you are
my
pedestrian?
friends call me Des.
Okay, pedestrian. And what would lead us to believe anything that you have to say?
I know of your plan to potentially go into the arena,
Yeah, did you just say arena? It's time to rumble.
and
Is it an arena?
I can get you in there. I can find you a place, and more so, I can provide you with a map of the entire Xanathar's guild hideout in exchange for simply a part of the goods that you will find there.
This doesn't sound like a simply type situation. Nobody comes in with that much information simply wanting a small thing. Be very clear, what is it that you want?
There was a particular good of mine, a artifact that was a family heirloom, and it was the Twerb orb, which sat upon a staff, and I was unfortunately unable to retrieve it prior to my exile. And besides that, I would appreciate a fee of some of the gold that you find, simply to make sure that I live a life of comfort. There's enough in there that all of us will come off fairly well.
What's
I
this
agree. Gold
man's
pieces.
demeanor?
Sorry, what was that? Red-faced man?
Oh, sorry. No, this is more for the day. Like, what's his demeanor? Is he is he just super bullshitting, or is he like? Does he seem sketchy or very confident?
Let's
or...
roll yourself an insight check.
Okay.
First roll for the session. Let's see how we go. Hey, Jeremy, do you want to clear the yellow dice on the screen?
Well, it's pretty
Oh,
insightful
it's
to
one
me.
insight. Yes.
What
Ooh,
an
very
insight.
nice. You see in front of you is
Tell
a
me
man
everything.
that...
I want to know everything about him. I want to know where he was born. I want to know what
with insight.
Alright,
it's
we'll
not
come back
natural.
in an hour.
Not natural.
You see that this man had a home and that he was born and that he seems to be telling the truth about the fact that he is alive. You are able to sort of incite that. But more so to that, pertinent to this situation, is that he seems to be a little bit fearful. You pick up that although he has a false bravado, underneath it all, you can see that walking into a room full of giants, as most of you are,
Excuse me.
he seems to be,
large.
trying
That's
to
him.
present a stronger front than I think he would naturally be exuding.
I want to do something. I grab a
What are you
stick,
doing?
I look around, and I poke him. Just because he's got those black lines. And I'm like,
He says, "Could you stop that, please?"
why do you have black lines on you?
Xanathar is.
Are you controlled? Are you a zombie?
Do you know what Xanathar is?
An eye thing? You
He
just
is
said he has eyes.
a beholder. The magics of a beholder are unpredictable, are rash, are chaotic, are primal. They simply think and things are destroyed. When his eye fell upon me, I felt piercing pain run through my entire body. And when I was finally able to escape and find myself in a place of relative safety, I gazed in my reflection, and this ugliness was all that I was met with. So when you ask me now, I don't know, but I know for certain that it was him.
How do we know he's not controlling you?
I don't think he's being controlled. I think he is quite earnest currently.
But he looks like he's got black lines and his eyes are
Are you
red.
saying that black lines are simply someone to be controlled? That color is all that it takes to be somebody that's somebody else's property?
Excuse you. It's just eyes. Calm down.
He's telling the truth. He
Okay.
telling the truth. I think he can get us in better than us just walking up to the front door and being like, "Hey, we heard you had this secret legal fight pit. Let's we'll go in and let's join this."
Fair
How
enough,
recent was
Redhorn.
this?
Oh, what's right?
How recent was this?
Well,
Was Xanathar turning on you in your
Oh, I've
decision to
been-
flee?
I've been this way for many years, but my contacts I have maintained, and some of them still reside within the halls of Xanathar's guild.
So, tell me, what am I going to find in the arena?
You will find carnage. You will find, and he looks at you guys and he says, maybe fighters of less quality.
Good to
Wait,
know.
why will we find flowers in there?
Flowers.
Fighters.
Carnations?
No, brutal men of axe-wielding varieties.
Please don't describe it like that. I'm pretty sure Beowulf's about to flip the table.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
Beowulf, just like the perfect silhouette of that exact description.
Beowulf, I feel that this is sounding exactly like where we need to be, and that we need you to go and take care of these lesser fighters. Maybe if we
Agreed.
do follow this man.
The way that this works is that they are 3-on-3 matches.
Well, say no more.
Stevie boy.
All right,
So,
so
whatever team you have
definitely
will need that. But the way it works is that you fight for an audience with Xanathar, and if you win, you'll be taken personally in, but it will only be the three of you.
This man's calendar sounds horrible.
Excuse. Why
Hey,
don't we
I'm-
just kill Xanathar there if he's watching us? So much easier.
I got a bit of an idea, but I don't think
She
someone's gonna...
really doesn't understand strategy or anything
No,
else.
she doesn't.
Excuse you.
She's not
Me,
very
um,
wise.
I've got a bit of an idea we could probably roll out to get Xanathar if anyone's keen. I call it my sneaky Trojan horse.
Well,
So I
what are these Trojans
I
and
hide-
why are they liking these beasts?
Be very careful with your words, Beowulf. The Trojan horse sounds oddly unsettling.
Yeah, so I'm going to slide my wizard friend back up where he belongs. Win the battle, and then when we pop out, it's 4-on-1, not a 3-on-1. And maybe if anyone wants to try and get up Steve-O, give that a crack too. He's probably a little bit bigger.
This man is completely unsettled at the thought of a pocketed gnome. Seems to be frozen in a stupor of confusion, and he looks at you all and says, well, regardless of your plans for combat, we'll need to find a way for the rest of the group to find their way in, for I think it will take all of you.
We shall use the back door.
He just hand in face, he looks over to where the poltergeist came from before, and he says, can I have something stronger, please?
I just reluctantly because I know how hard it is for Steve to form coherent thoughts, and I just high five him.
These fights to death.
And he grabs the cup of ale that eventually flows towards him, and he says, I will do what I can, and in the beginning that will be getting you in the fight. For the rest of you, we'll need to figure out a plan of getting you in, and those that do come in, if you manage to win, you'll need a way to not only meet up with the others, but also a way to escape. For I promise you that getting in is easy, but if Xanathar catches wind of you taking any of his belongings, you will be running for your lives.
We obviously
you've told us
killed him.
You want us to acquire your Torb orb upon a staff, no less. And you've also just told us that if our friend Xanathar catches us taking any of his things, we'll be, running for our lives. Tell me, why is this stuff so important to you, or this orb so important to you, beyond it just being a family heirloom?
Oh, well, it is not just a simple plain orb, it is a magical orb, of course. It has the ability to levitate things, and it's almost like having a floating hand that you can thrust out, and it lifts things for you. It would make my life so much more pleasant not to have to get up from the couch. I could just put the hand out, it would grab me a beverage.
Why didn't you just use Mage Hand?
Zim casts Mage Hand and asks, "Is this what you're referring to?
Have you got yourself a staff of Torb? That's incredible."
Jinx!
So
I shall teach it to you. Do you possess any magical capabilities of your own?
He says, some have said that my ability to understand criminal networks was simply magical.
We shall steal you the staff instead, then.
I appreciate it.
We're after an eye of the Stone of Galore. Has Xanathar got it?
Stone of Galore. Have you got anything more to it? There's a lot of stones.
If you want our help getting you a portion of the dragon cache, you got to help us find all the pieces that we need.
Not that fabled thing, the kid story they say about the magical sort of lair of gold that sits in Waterdeep.
You wanted treasure.
Oh no, but there's plenty of treasure in Xanathar's lair. He's a maniacal overlord of the city. He has reaped and pillaged many of the people. He has plenty of gold. That's the cache I'm looking for.
Oh, what Stone of Galore? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I mean, strange you should mention it, but I will keep my ear out. Now that you hinted at me, I will definitely use my incredible ability to connect strings to come to my own conclusion.
Guys, I just thought of something. Stone.
Oh, she's thinking, is this a good thing? Should we hear it?
Excuse you. I get Mage Hand. I just slap the back of his head.
Make a 1d4. Make a d20. Roll d20 for me.
Roll d20. All right, I can just roll a dice. Shut up.
Your mage hand goes right over his head. His time with criminals has alerted him to his sharp tongue, and
I meant to do that.
He says, "Why does everybody here have a staff of 12 except me?"
I don't.
I don't.
Good. Finally, some normal people.
I wouldn't say normal.
He looks up at you and says,
normal.
"Yeah, maybe."
So Des, tell us, what's your protection for us in there? You know, we're going to get you some coin. How are you going to serve us in there?
I can serve you with knowledge of the inner workings, and I can give you that map. That map will allow you to move quickly and efficiently in and out. I will give you an entry, and I will help as best I can work out an exit. But as you're probably all aware, once you're in there, things can change, and once you're in, I cannot help you.
Do you have the map with you now?
I do not. I would not want to bring it with me in case you sort of turned out to be hostile. I needed some point of leverage.
All right. Well, I said we.
Have you got any napkins of sorts? I can draw it out for you.
Do we have napkins, DM?
Did you guys stock up on any of them?
We have beer.
Have we got any coasters?
Have you guys stocked up on any coasters?
Run upstairs and get one of those books from your library. Surely that's got some parchment that we can use.
I have some blank parchment. I send the mage hand up to collect.
You just see like the mage hand
I
looking,
return.
like a little hand with the feet, like the
Like,
How you
The
just show
entire
it off?
point of having one of these things is so that you have to do less. Go upstairs, see strangers.
And he. So have you got him the map? You've got him the paper.
Yep.
Wait, guys, did
Mage
you see
hand
that?
returns.
There's a hand walking.
Oh my god. Do we have 2 ghosts?
how many beers did we have?
Clearly too many.
Clearly,
Yeah.
far too many.
Sure, yes.
Clearly not enough.
How do we get in and out of this place?
Oi, hand, chuck us another beer.
You see just a open sort of glass of ale just thrown in your direction. Make a dex check to see if you can catch it.
Oh, hang on.
I'm going for it.
Steve comes out just over the top of you and just grabs it out of the air. Definitely sort of using, not typically a very quick and agile person, but the long rest has definitely made him quick. As you all do that, you see that your new companion Des starts to sketch, and they're going ahead and drawing away. I'm just quickly giving it all to you as a handout in the in Roll20.
Cool.
So you should all now have in your journals a crude map Xanathars that you can
Is it
open
in
up.
the handouts tab?
Yeah, yes, in the handouts tab.
Mhm.
I see Troll Skull Manor.
I see.
Just a bit.
I see it. The arena is written very large.
Oh, it's up there. Yeah.
I see it.
It says this should be able to give you enough of an idea of what you're looking at.
What's
Anything
in the
that you'd like to
room?
know?
Creepy brains.
Well, I don't know if you've ever seen a brain before. Has anybody ever seen a brain?
Yes, we
seen a few
have
on the
we saw it with
ground
legs.
Well, yes. I'll stop first. First of all, yes, the brains that you see when you crack a skull, like that. But as your companion mentioned, imagine them with legs. So they're sort of this brain, but with appendages.
Okay, so we don't want to get.
That's
Yeah.
why I've marked it as creepy brains. Really not that great.
So, where on
If
this
you
map
have
do we
a
come
room
in?
of dead beholders.
Well, see, the first thing is that some of you will be coming in from the arena, and you'll probably be taking your path down the south there, and he points down to the little sort of curved walkway. And once you're in there, you'll be going into the chamber I call audience. This is probably where you're going to be able to find yourself an audience with Xanathar. But as for the rest of you, I'm not quite sure what your plans are.
Well, we should probably figure out who's going into the arena.
Yeah. And I think we're probably going to need to work out how we get a bit of help from the outside, or how we get you lads in with us
What's the
to
time?
fight this boss man.
When is this all going down? When is this?
Well, there's a couple of windows. The first one is in about 2 days' time, hence, and that would be the ideal time. There's less time for them to catch wind. If I've heard of your stories, I'm no doubting that they also have heard of you. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you must have seen some activity around you recently.
A bit.
We're on the clock too, fellas.
Yes.
10
How many
days
days do we have for the children, DM?
You
Oh,
did have
right.
10 days, and it's sort of starting now. So you
Okay,
guys
so
are
if we
on
did
the.
8 days. Okay.
And
Well,
remembering that you have to get 3 of the Eyes of Galore, otherwise, to actually make it work. Otherwise, you will be stuck.
So we could do, theoretically, we could do 2 days' time, go to the Xanathars and spend time on those 2 days planning, and then also trying our best to see if we can figure out where the rest of the eyes are. Possibly.
Well, an interesting thing, but I'm not sure why you spend time on these eyeballs of yours.
Well, you know, your
Guard.
old boss has many eyeballs. You know, maybe that's his power. So
Indeed, and you'll have to watch out for them if you do get in trouble. They are quite dastardly.
Okay.
So, shall I meet you then? I think if it's okay with you all, I would love to stay here for the 2 nights and help you plan and hopefully be of use to you and coordinate. And once you have the plan, I can sort of meet you wherever we agree.
Well, I'm
I've
obviously
got
one
some
of the
room. You
best.
can stay with me.
And he looks at your sort of gigantic form, and he says, "That's fantastic. I do prefer some privacy, though. Not that there's anything wrong with what I'm sure would be a great time sleeping with you as a companion. Is there any spare accommodation? I'd be happy to pay for my time.
Hey, yes, yes.
This is an inn after all, isn't it?
somewhere.
Is there a mattress for me then?
I'm pretty sure we do have a mattress. We have a Trollscar Manor handout. I'm just pulling it up to have a look.
I'm not entirely sure because we fought all over the spare rooms.
Yeah, I got the biggest room, so I'm pretty happy.
We're not necessarily an inn.
What about?
We will find a place.
Well, Steve usually sleeps in the training rooms, so
Yeah, I can sleep in the training rooms or under the bar.
yeah. So we'll just set up.
What about the attic bedroom? Who has that?
Me.
Or the attic storage?
No idea.
We can put him up for a couple of days in
got a-
Bear's just off at his room.
Yeah, take my room.
Well, thank
I gotta
you
get
so
rid
much.
of
it.
I appreciate that, Goliath friend.
Now this arena, is it weapons or just bare knuckle?
Oh, it would not be fun if you couldn't show off your shiny weapons, would it?
Is magic allowed?
You know, it's as with all of these things, you know, it's not allowed. And he winks.
Okay.
Again, of course, I will be there. I'm one of the best fighters.
I think
But
your
if-
parents would rather be upset if you were murdered in some sort of blood sport.
Right. Okay. I just ignore him. Anyway, of course,
So-
that's me. So that's 1 out of 3. So we need 1.
So
I think I'm just
Soraya-
gonna drink. I think I'm needing
Yeah.
to just get so blasted that I fall asleep because she's giving me a headache. Anybody else
Yeah.
get that?
Yeah, I pour him a beer,
Ah.
give him a quick cheers.
Indeed.
And he says, to a successful heist and great wealth, and my
Hurrah.
damn staff of Twarb.
The staff of Twarb.
And cheers.
To your staff of.
What's the ghost name again? DM or anyone? What's the ghost name? Do you remember?
I don't know. I just started calling him Phantom Dennis because
Dennis.
I've been watching.
Dennis.
Phantom Dennis.
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis.
The Phantom
He's
Dennis
coming.
Angel. Yeah, so Dennis brings over. He also sloshes a ale against all of yours, and he just pours it back onto the floor as a chunk. But
That's the second beer he's done that too.
Dennis, you're a pretty good silent partner in all of this. You stand around listening to it all. Dennis, do you think that you would send the two biggest people in to this arena if we're looking for 3 people? Who would be the third? Would you take the magic caster, or would you take someone like Red Helm, or maybe?
I cast magic, little one.
Healing.
He looks around the room. Well, you can't see, but the ale sort of wanders around his empty tankard, and he wafts over to Claymore, and he puts the tankard on top of Claymore's head, and sort of tilts it to the side as if questioning, like, is this one okay?
Very wise of you, Dennis.
Smart.
Very wise.
He's very.
We appreciate your input.
But then flows around to Soraya and tilts the tankard over her head.
Have we
what
got
about this
anyone
one?
that can cast supporting magic from outside the actual arena?
He sort of
hidden?
nods the tankard up and down.
For my
Wouldn't
time looking at arenas, the few that I've watched of this brutal sport, they don't often take well to external magic being cast. Often, it incites things like death for the magic caster.
It's only if you get.
Yeah, but
caught.
what have we got? What options? Who can do what? Shit.
I have a.
I can do a little bit of damage.
Hulk smash.
I can cast things to sap enemy strength, and I can do things to bolster our allies in battle.
Could you be our coach though, and then bolster us prior to before we roll it in? Be our manager.
Sorry,
My my spells more. Some of my bolstering stuff spells, they kind of take a little bit of time. So, like, say if I were to bless you, that would last for about a minute. So that would be a couple of rounds in combat.
But surely a champion like the ones that are in here would be able to beat any foe in 1 minute.
Well, I've seen that the big Goliath guy. He just takes a licking and keeps on ticking. And Steve over there, he might sleep a lot, but he's pretty formidable. You gotta watch out for those horns.
They do look quite pointy.
I'm kind of thinking.
Well, what about you, Claymore?
I'm just like polishing it.
I like to hit stuff and then dump a bunch of magic in it. I've got some buffy type things that I can buff other fighters, or I can bane some of the things that you are up against.
I'm concerned
Should be able to
that
do
an
some of
arena
that
is
from a
not-
distance.
Well, I'm concerned an arena is not somewhere where we can hide people. Hence, I'm not putting myself forward. I feel very
No, but
squishy in such situations.
I assume there's some sort of an audience or a network, like an audience that we can get
Oh,
into.
absolutely.
to watch
The
it.
best of Waterdeep's underground will be there.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
and then
course. but-
sneak away while, like, during the combat a little bit to try and find a way to get to where the rest of the party's going to go when they win.
Exactly. I think the main.
Soraya, what have you got up your sleeves?
A diversion.
Soraya,
Let me speak what I've got
have
in
you got
my,
up your sleeves?
You see Des look around and he says, well, listen, there may be other ways of getting in if we don't want to wait until the arena.
Go on.
Is that through the back door?
It is a back door of sorts, for sure. Now-
Jesus Christ.
Now, sometimes
Someone's gonna
there
second
is
yellow card of
the
night.
subtle way in, and subtlety is good. Subtlety is great. But sometimes you can also just use things that are explosives. We can blow a hole into Zadathar's guild.
Fluffernutter.
Wouldn't that alert a lot of people?
No, you say that, and I think that you'd be correct. I feel that there would be some that would sort of come in a rush to the point of the explosion. But mayhaps we blow something up and then go in the back door, and he sort of looks at you all with
Yes.
a cheeky smile. And that way we can sort of, or at least you all can go where they're all not. And maybe then you could even escape without anybody noticing. And with it, all
Seems
of
like putting the
goods.
area on high alert is a bad idea.
Well, you
Kind of
see,
area away from where we are coming in on high alert.
correct.
So
It's a
let's-
big guild. It is quite large.
diversion.
And if you think about it, when this arena thing is happening, there's going to be swarms of people
Extra.
that we don't want to be trying to encounter.
True, but it's
The
easy to blend into a
pretty
swarm
girl
of
makes a
people.
good point.
Everyone just go awkward silence.
I say we take it- I
Everyone's
say we
thinking.
Take it soon, before arena.
Yeah.
While they're distracted, you're prepared. Blow it apart. Get in there. Do it.
Chaos.
Well, all right. There's a bit of time to organize that, and I think I'll be able to arrange it.
You don't have time.
No, I will be able to do it probably by tomorrow evening. It'll get us a day earlier, and hopefully they'll all be too busy worrying about the preparation of the arena, and we can catch them unawares.
Okay.
And he pulls up the map again in his own inspection, trying to just see, and you see him pondering. He says, well, all right, if this is the plan then, where should we enter? We've got a couple of spots that I think would be fine entry points.
Where's the most likelihood for your all
Is there
the
a room called Armaguard?
Through a door.
Yeah.
I've sort of, there are a couple of captains that Xanathar holds that have their own accommodation. That is one of the 4 of the Violist, and there's a couple of others that you'll see around there. You'll see also the Drow Weirdo. You see also a couple of others that are around. Just avoid them. They're very strong and would tend to do a lot of pain things.
My good friend, the room that has boss in it is not attached to anything. How
No,
do we
no.
enter a room that is not boss?
Well, you have to have what Xanathar calls his ability to, teleport between spaces.
in what? He can what?
As all creatures of his
Jesus.
might, he can sort of warp from one spot to another. The ways they get into this place is by sort of teleporting in via these special stones. They carry them in their hand, and then they get to these sort of strange pillars. And if one of the people with these keys get to the pillar, they can disappear and reappear.
So the beholder has hands as well. There's Xanathar
No,
has
these are his generals.
Oh,
Xanathar
okay.
just sort of thinks and it happens as I see it.
I
He
lean over
doesn't, he
to
doesn't even have a staff.
Gwen and be like, well, you've got 2 options here. You either sweet talk or you klepto. You either slut out or klepto up. We need one of them stones.
All done with
He says,
that. All done with
I
that.
have a little inkling of where one of them might be.
Well, douchey.
Have you ever been into the sewers of Waterdeep?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse.
Unfortunately.
All right. That seems
We
like
are not
you
going
all
into the
have
sewers.
a surprising familiarity. Have you guys been to one of Xanathar's hideouts before?
Oh yeah, there was a dude with a brain pet thing. The guy had like kind of
Yes, the creepy brains.
yeah, it was a creepy brain and a creepy dude with like tentacles on his face.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
bag
no.
of dicks.
Yes, not a friendly chap. Very brutal, quite a hard person, but yes, that's the one. But he would have had one of those stones, right?
No idea.
Did we miss
Yeah.
one?
Well, either way, if you've seen him, you've seen how it works. And I dare say you've actually been to where I advise we try and ambush one of them again.
Okay.
If we must.
Let's do it. What time is it, by the way? Is it like
Yeah, I
4
was
o'clock
about
in
to
the
say.
morning?
It's probably at this point quite late, as you've all been sort of cheersing and talking and deliberating. As he says, let's tentatively say that I can make sure that you are in there, and if we get you into that place tomorrow night, and we somehow manage to catch one of the generals coming through there, we can bonk them on the head, so to speak, steal their key, make our way into there, and then I'll set off the explosions up here.
Okay. I've got the generals. Would you say that they are more of the human persuasion, kind of like our paladin just here?
I would say that they are varied in their complexion. So one of them, as you described before, the bag of dicks.
Yep.
He does have. He is one of the generals. Others also live there. I could go on all day about Beppa's Honeymaker, and Noska Urgrey, and Nilhor, which is the one that you've met, and Margot and Hot Steel Toes. These are people I could talk about all day, but they're all a bit of a variety. Ott, for example, he's a dwarf, but it's up to you. And in the end of the day, you'll probably get who you get. And
You got to stay away from those short people. They're a little bit nuts.
That and I think people of the elite in Waterdeep, both of those are people to avoid. And he looks over at Soraya.
Excuse? What is wrong? They're lovely people. I don't know what you mean.
Oh yes, no, loveliest of people. And he looks over and cheerses to Steve on the side.
Do I say that?
No, I don't think he's hiding it.
I'm not hiding it.
Okay, so it sounds
Subtle
like we
beauty
have a plan.
sledgehammer.
But tomorrow
Yeah.
morning, we
I
have
can
to
use the thing that I used on the Nimble Right to stop the general if we need to.
The
Nice.
Nimble,
Ring is
right?
that?
You found yourself a
I've got
Nimble,
it,
right?
Oh yeah, no, they're all over the place. There's a festival or something happening.
Oh yes, no. I've wanted one myself. If I had the money, I'd be getting one. They seem very helpful. Besides having a floating hand, having a robot companion, you sort of have everything in life sorted.
All right.
Yeah,
it's
very
time-
small aspirations for life, friend.
All right. I'm gonna go get battle ready. I'll walk off.
At
He's
4
gonna go
a.m. in
shave
the
his
morning.
chest.
Yes, I think.
Okay, so if you
Well,
guys
I'll-
don't have a long rest now,
Big
you guys
oil.
are going to suffer a
Yeah,
level
no,
of
long
exhaustion.
rest, definitely.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Need
going.
to-
Rest.
Good, so please sleep for all of your sakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a long rest. Whilst I'm sleeping, I'm gonna hide the stone of galore in my room.
You haven't got it.
But I'm gonna let the party know that I've got the stone, and I'm having it'll be in my room.
Wait. You haven't got the stone of the
I do have the stone.
No.
We have the stone,
Yes,
we don't have
yeah.
the eyes.
He's dead. Dead's still here, or
No. Oh yeah, right. Are you saying that out loud?
no? If he's still there, I wouldn't say. Obviously, I wouldn't say it in
No,
front
I
of him.
think didn't Dennis the Menace?
Dennis hit it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
The
staying
Phantom
up in
Dennis?
the next room.
Yeah, he hid it up in a place where nobody else could find it.
Oh, that's right.
So-
Yeah, Dennis has it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the ghost is the watchful eye on the stone of galore.
Okay. I wouldn't want to fuck with that ghost. They're scary.
He just sort of waves his tankard up and around to sort of intimidate.
Yeah,
Belligerently.
you get him, Dennis. You get him.
Awesome. So your companion, who sees him up to his room, has anybody show him the way?
Oh, it's my room, so I'll walk him in.
He sort of says, "Thank you so much for this. I hope that I can give you enough of a reward to compensate you for your efforts.
Yeah, so do we. So just remember, you screw us, we will kill you.
Oh yes, no, I understand how that works. I've had that threat for many a time.
I push him into the room and close the door.
You with a whoa, and then the door closes and the sound cuts out as you all head to bed.
Before we go to bed, I just want to up in my room. I'm just going to call out to Dennis. Can you?
You like he nothing visibly happens.
All right, I assume you're in here, Dennis. Can you just keep an eye on our guests?
You like hear like double tap on your bedside table.
Good, ghost.
And he double taps again, and then he floats away.
Pass out in the bed because I've been drinking like since early afternoon. So
beautiful.
Finished.
So I'll
Dennis
get
is
everybody that
bartender,
was drinking.
maid, and security.
Can everybody that was drinking please roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh shit!
I think I'm good.
I don't think I'm gonna be good. Yep. Probably not.
Oh, 11.
Yeah, that's right, bitches.
So
It's a waste.
everybody that is under a 15, you all are very much suffering from the night of heavy drinking. When you wake up, you feel like you drank sand. Your mouth is dry, your head pounds, and your body feels like it is still underwater as you sort of try and gain your footing. I'm going to quickly roll you all take 1 point of psychic damage as your head pounds.
Evil DM.
Okay, I'm unconscious. No, I'm kidding.
So, other than that, Soraya, you wake up in a great mood. You feel like the world is your oyster, and that today is going to be the day when you finally...
Isn't it always, though?
It is, but today especially. You have a plan to get rich, to get famous, to undermine Xanathar himself, and that is something that not even your siblings have done.
It's only natural. It's only natural.
Absolutely.
Please stop talking or I will cut you.
Yeah, I come down the stairs and my helmet's slightly askew on my hand.
I think I made out with one of the training dummies. I'm not 100% sure.
Man, you've got some straw on your face. Man, have you bathed at all recently?
What is bathing?
Well,
Something to train him on, I think.
Can I just do mending on him? Can I cast?
I don't think it doesn't work on humans.
Yeah, because
it's
it
inevitable.
cleans with spoiled clothes and stuff, so I feel like it will work.
You can only make us look better. You can't make the hangover go away.
No, definitely not.
I would like to.
Yeah, but he stinks.
I think is prestidigitation? Doesn't that clean things?
Yeah, prestidigitation.
Actually, yeah, Claymore
Yes.
could do a bunch of cleaning stuff, but I don't have any of that select.
Oh,
Maybe
I
not
feel
go
like
waste the cleaning
physically
spells
repair
before
and
we're going to
stuff.
do an
Yeah,
ambush.
boy.
So you repair some of his clothes. You know, he's got rips in it. He's got cuts where swords sort of scrape pie, and you repair those, but it doesn't take the stink away.
Hey, what are you doing to my clothes? What are you doing? The ladies love scars.
Preparing
Jesus.
I try and make us something a little bit, a hearty, good medicinal breakfast to try and just think like a bacon and egg, like muffin, just greasy
Oh
as
my
fuck,
yum.
to try and help us get over this a little bit quicker.
So what I'll need from you, I
I
think.
make a big bowl of chickpea pasta.
So
What are you eating?
We need grease.
Chickens.
If there's one thing I've studied and found, it's that grease is clearly the best thing to eat in the
absolutely,
morning.
grease is good. And what you find is actually that your friend, the Phantom Dennis, has got the fry pan like held out to you, Red Help, and I guess go ahead. What do you think your cooking check would be? Survival?
Oh no, I was trying to try and do this through a medicinal service, like using some sacred flames and like any little cantrips and stuff, just to try and spruik up the dish to try and like heal us a little bit, but not like actual healing.
Yeah, I mean, I can give that as like an int-based check if you want.
Yeah, or like a medicine check, which I'm proficient in.
Yeah, do medicine. That's good. That's also another one.
Yeah, that went.
17's pretty good. So what I see is that you and your invisible sous chef swerve around the kitchen as before you even ask for them, there are the spices in your hand ready to go. You see sort of oil being poured into the pan from high above without your ask, as the pan gets a bit dry. And you see some extra sort of additional little herbs that you didn't even know were available around Waterdeep being thrown in.
Very much imagining the movie Ghost right now. The Phantom Dennis is Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
Full Casper moment.
And as you taste it, it is aromatic, it is oily, it just seems to revitalize you as you sort of post it as a done recipe when you taste the sweet taste of perfection. What is it that you've sort of cooked for the group?
Yeah, it's pretty much a bacon and egg McMuffin, but with sausage McMuffin patty inside of it as well, with the Coles, the Big Mac sauce that Coles has. The buns themselves, they're a little bit soft on the inside but crunchy on the outside. The bacon is like the perfect level of crunch. And the eggs, the yolk themselves, are a little bit runny, but not too much runny.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go everywhere. It is beautiful.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Okay. I'm really hungry right now.
I am going to give you inspiration. I'm going to give you inspiration simply for your description of that and actively making me feel like Macca's at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. Yes.
So if anyone wants to Uber Eats, we can send you our addresses. And
we'll use the first sub to like work towards 1% of it. It'll be great.
we all get a bite and they get to pass it on.
Oh, it's beautiful. We'll send it to each other's houses to socially distance.
Yeah,
It'll be
fantastic.
beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm starving. Yes, please.
Awesome. So, as you all prepare, you manage to eat up, and most of your hangovers go away as Des walks downstairs at the smell of food, and he says, "Well, this is incredible. I've never smelled such incredible fumes in my life."
It's 3 gold pieces for the night's stay, 1 silver for breakfast.
Sorry, 3 gold pieces?
Yeah.
Gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pieces?
Yeah, it will take it off the top of the cut of whatever we get.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. I'm definitely not staying here again.
Here, no. Trust me, it's worth it. And I hand him a plate with the food.
I just see, like, as he's arguing, you just, like, pop a spoonful of it in his mouth.
Yeah.
And he just, like, he just melts, and all of his sort of, his combative nature just falls away.
Coins come out of the pocket.
Yeah, hands, like, wafting over to the bowl and sort of taking them away. And he goes and sits quietly just eating this incredible thing of magic in this kingdom where Coles doesn't exist and McDonald's has never been conducted. Awesome. So there he is, and he's sitting around, and eventually he gets up and he says, "Well, this has been something extraordinary, and I think it's time for me to go and source us some explosives."
Excellent.
Make sure it goes boom.
Oh, trust me, friend, it will go poo.
Big boom.
As he
Speaking
smiles
of
at
going
you all.
boom, that breakfast is sitting like a lead balloon. Claymore walks off.
drops the mic. Awesome. So you all finish your ablutions and fight over who's allowed next in the latrine as you finish up your breakfasts. As the sort of late morning approaches, most of you are getting ready to probably consider your options for the heist.
Yes.
And as you all are aware, your goal is to, at least based on what you discussed with Des, is to find your way back into the sewers, to retrace your steps to the first encounter you had with the Xanathar Guild.
Okay. I'll just when the group's all together, I'll just talk to them. So I have something that may very much help us, but it's one of my bigger level spells. I don't have as many of them. It's pretty much something that will locate exactly what we're after.
Interesting.
Tell, man.
Yeah.
So it is literally a
Has it got a
spell.
range?
Divine vision came to me as I was at 2 a.m. this morning, as I was curled over the toilet bowl. A gift granted from my god. It's a spell that will actually let me, because I know what I'm looking for, this Eye of Galore. If I cast it, I will be able to know for a bit of time where exactly it is. However, that's all I can do concentration. I won't be able to buff anyone or anything like that. But it does last for 10 minutes.
There are 3 such eyes, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can locate
Oh,
one.
so we-
Or will it tell us where all 3
Does
are?
the object have to be within range?
The range of it is 1,000 feet.
Pretty good. 300 meters.
I have a question though. How much do we trust this Des, or is he trying to set us up?
No, I
Or 20.
read him, and he seemed to be pretty earnest. He just wants that mage hand thing. Obviously, doesn't want to put in the work to learn how to do it. And if worse comes to worse, I don't know.
He seems to be thinking of
Tie him up and
significant
put him with
personal
Ursula.
Maybe
You
he
what,
really wants his heirloom back.
Okay. I'm down for see where it goes.
Yeah.
And
I'd
he
say-
definitely wants to fuck over Zadatha for doing this to him too.
I reckon roll your big boy spell out and let's go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do
I'll
it.
change that from the other one that tells me if the course of action is good or not.
Oh, that's a risky play, but I appreciate
That's why I
that.
was like, I've got 2 things.
Alright, I'll roll danger sense. We'll be fine. We'll work
Yeah, I
out
mean-
with it.
Yeah, you just don't. Nothing is dangerous as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, you are dangerous.
Yeah, to myself.
Locate you.
Yeah, you are dangerous to yourself.
So, as you all prepare, how are you all? What are you all doing in the time leading up to tonight?
I'm sharpening my
before-
axe.
Hang on, do I need to use... Okay, no, I'm going to go find a forked twig to use my new spell.
Nice, awesome.
I'm gonna
Go
start-
ahead and make a survival check for me.
Oh god. I didn't know I was going to have to roll. Why
was
would
not
you make me
planning.
roll this Dungeons and Dragons game?
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. Should be called Dice and Dragons and all this rolling bullshit.
I know, right?
Dice and math.
Dice and math.
Action decision making.
With your excellent survival skills, it takes you a little while to find a twig in the middle of this giant city.
It was
they
actually in
didn't
your back
really,
pocket all along.
they didn't focus on the greenery when they decided to build this place out. But at its, you find a tree standing by itself. And underneath it, all matter of things. You see a collection of silver bars. You see a lute of a magnificent quality. You see what looks to be a coin purse, and even a handwritten note with what looks to be love's X's and O's written on the bottom of it. And laying there at its base, as with most trees, there is a twig with a perfect Y in its branch.
Just take it.
Do you approach it?
But there's all this other stuff around it as well. Is it a shrine?
It seems to be a tree in the middle of the city.
With all this crap around it as well.
all this valuable stuff around its perimeter.
What?
It does it appear, as a religious person myself, does it appear that it is a significant part of the city? Does it look like, is there any iconography around, or is it just this random shit all just here?
It really does give you a bit of a random shit vibe, but you also, from your religious teachings, you know that religious people do strange things.
Just get a twig.
Just grab it.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. I've got a metagaming pigeon in my head right now. I'm going to reach out and I'll offer a prayer of thanks to...
Make a wisdom save.
Yeah, there we go.
You'll be fine.
19.
So 19,
Huge.
you find yourself with your prayer able to reach forward and grab the twig.
What would have happened if I failed?
Nothing. You'll never know.
Tune into Raging Recaps to find out.
Well done.
With a 19, do you glean any information about
Yes.
why there's
It's
shit ton of
simply
silver?
his natural resistance to and just almost a statement, a flex of how wise he is. That's all he just did.
I'm just
Wise, but you're...
Don't fuck with the shrine.
Well, team, unfortunately tonight, due to a few people only being able to stay till 10, we will be cutting it a little bit short tonight. So I just want to firstly say thank you to everybody for joining in. It's been a really good time hanging out with everybody again, and hopefully we'll be able to get Waterdeep up and running a bit more regularly. So we look forward to getting it off again. But yes, this will be the end of the. Are we doing more, or was this because something about the
I don't know. I'm keen to
I thought we were just stopping here, so for a halftime,
It was
for
a
a break,
break,
so we
yeah.
can recalibrate the.
Okay, cool. That's fine. That sounds good. So
Okay.
yes,
Leaving.
instead of
Okay,
quitting, let's just have a nice little break.
That's a DM that knows we're about to ruin as well. I know.
We'll say that some of us will be leaving. So whoever's not going to come back, please say goodbye to the lovely people at home.
Bye.
Missing us, Soraya.
Thank you, my amazing Hamilton rats.
We will miss them. Absolutely, they will be missed.
They were amazing.
I'm already missing them already.
Right, ready? Oh, I can do it again.
Where's that mute button again?
For copyright issues.
We-
All right, awesome. We'll be back in about 15 minutes at 10:15, and we will see you all when we return.
See you then.
Thank you guys. I like to
All
be
right.
nice.
Welcome. So we find our adventuring party a little bit more nourished than they were before, packets of chips in hand. And as we head after a day of preparation into the sewers to find the entrance to Zadathar's lair. So what are we all up to? How are we going in, and is there anything we're doing before we dive deeper?
Oh, I
All
have.
guns blazing.
I don't plan on diving.
I'm just upstairs in the little window seat area where I'm supposed to be living and just quietly playing flute and focusing on the task at hand.
After finding my stick, I'm going to go find Steve and Bear. And I'm
Probably
going to
just
say,
training or sleeping.
Yeah, I'm training.
They're both the same thing, right?
yeah, I'm going to cut to them. So, I was thinking, now that you guys all know my identity, I was thinking it maybe something a bit
I'm
better,
not ready to die.
costume change after something to like the helmet's good and all, but it makes it hard to eat and drink and everything. I don't know.
What are you thinking?
Scarf.
Not so much a scarf, more like something just cover like the prominent features, like maybe like a little bit of a hood with something just cover over the eyes, like around like this part of my face, sort of thing.
A balaclava.
Well, I won't be able to see through a balaclava though. I need to be able to see through it.
Like a cowl?
Claymore, I didn't know you were in here. Hi. Very quiet over there in the corner.
For someone that's wearing chainmail,
If you don't
I
move,
actually have a +4 to stealth. I have to roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, I was thinking like a little bit more of a helm, but I need a bit of help. I'm not very good with designs and such. I don't know.
So you want us to make you something?
I was asking for like a bit of a feedback on the idea. Like I can just stay as I am with the scary helm and everything like that, but maybe something a little bit less frightening, especially if we're going to be dealing with children at some point in the future.
What if we draw a smiley face on it?
That could
Love it.
that could actually work.
That's great.
What if we give you this bonnet and you can ride a unicycle and we can call you Mary?
What's a unicycle?
I agree. What is a unicycle?
That's a reference lost on all of you.
Long
Claymore will just back slowly out.
Claymore is a multi-dimensional creature, confirmed.
He's actually the genie from Aladdin.
All right, so you guys have a bit of a time debriefing on fashion of the times and how to bring down your intimidation factor and make you a little bit more approachable. As you all chat and spend the day in your sort of respective ways preparing for the mission, eventually it does become the late afternoon, and it is time to head towards the sewers.
I pick up my great axe and wait at the doorway for everyone else.
Up I get, put things down, I've got the bow on the back, walk downstairs quietly with Steve here.
We see each of our in their own rooms getting ready. We're adorning their armor, swords drawn, sharpened, gleaming, armor recently oiled, helm polished. As we see them march one at a time.
Don't forget my horns.
horns are nicely gleaming. You've picked the blood off them a little bit. You've cleaned them up real nice.
You've added tassels.
You put like a hat on each horn.
Yeah,
it's great. As you sort of walk out, preparing for a mission that could just as likely be a grand success, or walk you right into the den of the wolves.
I'll kill the wolves.
So we head to the sewers.
Yeah. So I'm going to come out of our training room. I'm going to walk up to Jason. I'm like, I made you something, buddy.
Okay.
And if it loads into roll 20, you'll get to see what I've made him.
Oh God, what is
I
it?
figured out your helmet issue.
Oh God, what is it?
I love this bogan craftsman aspect that you've got going on.
What could go wrong?
This is the
Please tell me it's like
I'm just
Like
waiting
an
for
old
Peters
banner
to
off the
appear in
wall
the
and-
chat.
It's fine,
I know it's on the wrong page. It's on the wrong page.
like an old banner that's just been torn off the wall of the workshop and like
Yeah.
just crudely cut with a slightly blunt axe into the shape of a
Please be a
cow.
bonnet. Please be a bonnet.
Hang on. Went to the wrong page for some reason.
The anticipation
3,
is killing
2.
me.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
Dark
And I slam it on your head. I'm like, there you go. Less scary.
Helm. I'm guessing on top of the helm already.
Yeah, on top of the helm. I've just made this out of like an old chamber pot. I've just fabricated it.
I will wear it with honor. Thank you, Beowulf.
Well, it's better than my idea, and I pull out my little like sack that had 2 holes through it.
And as he walks past us, I point to Steve and I've engraved a big smiley face on the back of it.
Oh god. Red Helm will remember this.
You will remember this. Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys find your way back to the same sewer grate that you went through last time. As you approach, you see that you have a lock now on the sewer grate.
Is anyone able to deal with that?
Wacky, wacky.
I'm just gonna try to break it with my hands first.
Sorry, is Des with us?
Des is not. He, as planned, is setting up the explosion distraction.
Okay.
Steve, you can have a crack.
Surely you can remove such a lock with your hands.
Yeah, I'll grab it and just rip it open.
So you're trying to break a metal lock with your hands, right?
Yeah, but I'm
Really
like a
big.
beast.
Okay, you're like a beast. Cool.
Beast mode.
Maybe use
Um,
your axe or something, like place the end of the
Yeah,
axe
you don't want to blunt
into the
it.
lock
So
area
go ahead and
break
make a
it open.
strength check with
The
disadvantage.
wooden end.
Yeah, so luckily there was a bit of a flimsy defect on this lock, and applying some serious strength to it, you managed to just to bend the steel, and you hear the tick as the mechanism cracks and the lock draws apart, almost as if it was just a handle attached to this sewer grate.
Alright, push it open. We're going in.
Wait, that wasn't a handle?
And yes, you are able to go down into the sewer itself once and for all.
Okay. I'm gonna try and stay
Alright.
ahead a little bit, nice and quiet, like. What am I seeing? Very
So you, again, similar to last time, find yourself facing the wall as the sewage flows down around you. The wall itself shows the. Go ahead and make a what is it? The perception check or investigation. Sorry, investigation. Beautiful.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
You
2020.
see that there is a crude attempt at erasing an eye towards the right, which you remember from your last time down here was a way for you to navigate the tunnels. Following the eye, you would get to the lair. It seems that somebody has made an attempt to rub off these instructions, but the faintness that is there, you're able to quickly pick up. But otherwise, it's just a long tunnel that smells of foul bowel movements.
So, it's him, Rod, Bear, even. Everyone, this way. I can still see where the path. Remember, don't try and light anything here. The place will explode.
Why are you talking like that?
It's foul in here.
with full helm on. I don't know what he's talking about. I can't smell anything in this thing.
Can't spell anything.
Got the Rona.
Zinko's mage hand are just kind of like in front of him like this to get rid of the smell. As he's walking.
So that's awesome. You guys end up working your way through there, and you slowly but surely get into place as you find your directions. I'm assuming you are all sort of following the path that's in front of you now?
Yeah, wanted to go a bit quieter.
All right, so I'll get you to roll a stealth check then for me, please.
All of us, or just
Everybody.
That's a disadvantage because of my armor.
Oh yes.
Even with a disadvantage, I got the 18.
Oh shit.
Oh, Claymore.
Like Claymore, the noisy boy.
All the chainmail.
Look at this though. We've had a nat 20 on stealth.
I think, luckily, though, with all of your collective
That's
quietness,
still a high ass average.
you do manage to keep it stealthy enough, the rest of you being so quiet that it masks out your companion. I'm going to drag you all.
Distracted me.
So I'm quickly putting you onto this next map. Give me 1 second.
It's my hooves.
It's your hooves, like clickety-clack against the...
Yeah. Yep.
Makes sense, checks out, logic sound.
Do you have horseshoes, Steve?
Well, technically, yeah.
Or just 2 empty halves of coconuts and you bang them together.
So, switching us to the map, you are in this corridor, which most of you will hopefully see. Can you see that there?
Please
can see a
sponsor
very
us for
thin corridor.
better Foley tools, because at the moment we haven't got great stuff.
Hey, I've heard that with a set of coconuts, you can do some really great things. All you see is this corridor in front of you with darkness all around, except for immediately in front. The confidence that you get is that in the previous time through this, there was barely any resistance as you approached. Is anybody perceiving as they approach the people in the front?
Someone just got really big.
I'm Jack.
Does that mean roll a perception check, DM?
Whoever is at the front, whoever wants to take the role for the team.
Would that be then the ranger?
I'll take it. I was still leading before.
I'll
That's
go in
performance.
behind.
That's performance.
Whoops. It's close. That's better.
Nat 20!
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
So most of you guys are sort of just chilling out, and that's cool. And though you do, as you notice here, what seems to be a disturbance in the air, almost like a hovering force that's causing the water to ripple.
Be quiet. There's something here.
And as you peer into the distance, you see this creature peer out at you from around the side.
Sacred Flame.
Burn him
Divine
fire.
sense. I detect good and evil. I can sense anything affected by Hallow or another location of any celestial fiend or undead.
And I've got danger
60
sense.
feet.
It sure as hell is evil. And in front of you, you do notice things that are watching you, or at least floating around as you do. Let me quickly get that lit up for you all.
It's one of Xanathar's bastards.
Let's get lit.
Let's get lit.
Let's go full J-Lo. Let's get loud.
Ducks in
Is that a
here.
fucking goose?
That's next week.
I'd be worried. We're not
Cool.
alone
So
down
you
here.
see this open waterway at sort of a junction open up before you, They have not yet seemed to have noticed you all as you approach.
I thought I was bringing up the rear.
You know,
Are we in
Yeah,
reverse
no,
order?
I think we
Feel free
will
to
see-
move yourself to where you would be.
Because I think it was Ren, Steve. I would have gone behind Steve, and then
Yeah,
where
that's where
is
I am.
Steve? Steve's not on the map.
No.
Where is our Minotaur, tiny Minotaur?
Wow.
I think it went Rod next.
That's alright. I'm cool with whatever.
There's the Minotaur, tiny Minotaur. And this is why we play D&D, is the logistics of the order of walking.
Just so the party's aware, I left my wolf friend Mist back at the Winchester.
I don't thought that you had a wolf.
Okay.
So are we happy with this order?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
It's normally fun to roll for initiative, but then you get scared because you don't want to roll bad.
Well, I always roll bad as Red Helm.
That's my
Mine-
secret.
Actually, oh, not 20 and 6. Oh, Jesus,
Mine didn't work. I'll try again.
Oof.
I see 12.
Yeah, so select your character and roll 20, and then roll it.
Oh, that's funny. That's it.
But I can add it in if it doesn't work.
Really?
But that's the first one counts. So you got your 16.
Yep.
And that's in there really nicely.
Beautiful.
Anybody not in the order?
That was good.
And yeah, if we can pump out some battle music, that would be sweet.
Probably 10 seconds.
So
We'll
does
just all
my
start
Sacred
doing it
Flame
over
go off and then initiative starts, or?
You will get a surprise round because of your, or at least I think, as they say, they'll be surprised, so they'll miss their turn.
Surprise, motherfuckers!
Surprise, motherfucker. Yes.
Did we get the battle music started?
Can you hear it or not?
I have my music up full on my end and I can't hear it.
Ah, for some reason I cannot get it to play.
I can hear it.
Wait, there's something.
I think, but I
That's
think
fair.
I'm listening through it. Somebody else's speakers.
What should be
Regardless,
there?
we will move on anyway.
I'll add it in post.
Oh. So they'll add that person's turn, add this person's turn. Beautiful. Let's get them some rolls.
We don't have to give them rolls.
They need their rolls. If you guys kill them before they are killed, I'll be impressed.
That's the plan.
Let's descend. Great. All right.
I'm using all my spell slots on these two. I don't
First
imagine
up,
anything else.
we have our friend, the God of War himself.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So I am gonna move through the party. See how if I can make the distance though.
Excuse me, coming
Surely.
through.
Yeah,
Just don't
Move,
mind
move.
stepping in shit. Just can I
Just
just
get the fuck out of my
through
way. So I'm gonna come down here. I see this monster and I'm not psyched by it, so I would like to rage and get all fired up, get all jacked, and just be like, nah, danger sensors going off. Shit is just getting real, so it's just battle axe madness straight into it. Two-handed
It's-
whoopah.
Its
That's
four
what-
eyes
Oh,
just
yes.
turn to you as it sees your axe come through. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's a good way to start.
Oh
Get
baby.
his dice,
Oh,
that's two
baby.
nat 20s in a row.
Oof.
Awesome. So, can you tell me what you do to kill this creature?
I just come charging through the party, push him out of the way, run through, and almost do like your old Superman punch, but just kick one foot off the wall, two hands on the axe, and just maul straight up.
The four eyes that it has on top of its head, as well as this large central eye, split down the middle. Your axe embedded in the big central eye socket. as you pop the eye out of the socket, removing your axe, slosh it on the ground, ready to go for round 2.
Yeah, I smile back at the party. Who's next? Bring it
And,
on.
As if
Yeah.
calling for action, Claymore, you're up.
If I was to throw a javelin, it's not going to hit, I think.
Not at this angle, no. Not on the green one, which is the only one alive.
I might need to push past.
Yeah.
Push. And strike out from there. Actually, I should actually check that ruler. What have I got?
Ooh, you can get in there, but
30
you won't be
feet.
able to attack
Yeah.
as well. Because you'll be standing on top of your friend. And you two will not be able to fit in the same square.
Am I on top of someone at the moment?
No. Yes. Oh, no, sorry, you're good. You're good. I thought you were that person. That's good. You're fine.
Can I strike like that?
Yeah, you can just strike diagonally.
Alright. Wacky.
Smack him.
Wacky, Mark rolls to attacky.
Oh, yeah.
Good, Janice was
Another
Oh, Jesus.
Nice.
How good is that?
So what's that? 11?
Yeah.
31?
That's-
Are you two-handing it? I'm assuming you are.
No, I've always got the shield.
Ah, damn it. So it's only the 11. So you chop at this thing, slicing 2 of its tentacles clean off of its head as it just spurts out goop, which of a purple variety. You see it sizzle as it hits the sewage, and it squelches in pain as you remove its tentacles. Next up, we have Ren.
I am full of shame, having not been able to, better. Yeah.
Can we really better him?
Yeah.
Ren is going to just line up that central eye with longbow.
Oh, please crit this roll.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I give up.
All right. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Zim
If a
just
DM
takes
was
out
ever-
a little notebook and just writes this down. Prosperity.
This is bullshit.
If a DM was ever having a bad night, it's right now. It's a party triple.
7?
Triple nat
So-
20.
You turn your back to the
Or
creature,
that 20.
and you draw your bow behind your back and blindly shoot at the sort of damaged creature as your arrow impales it, and it hits the wall and just slumps against your arrow, which now finds itself embedded into the sludge that coats the inside of this chamber.
Nice.
Red Helm's just like, that was really impressive. Like, I'm really happy that you guys all got to do that. I would do that too, but you guys got to that before me. Holy crap, guys.
Well done. What are you all doing now that you are out of combat?
I would like to go back into stealth.
Yeah.
Put my axe back.
No, I would say rather, you're not out of combat. You are just, you have no visible enemies.
Can I walk forward and just check the perimeter of this circular area?
So as you walk forward, you see that indeed this area extends, and as you walk in, you see it open up to be a much larger tunnel in both directions.
In both directions.
Would you see anything about the eye anywhere?
About the eye.
Mm.
You don't, but you also see the opening of a chamber up to this way.
Do we
Mr.
have
DM.
the locate spell still happening?
No, I haven't started it yet. That's what I was just
okay.
about to say.
Okay.
Did you want me to cast that now?
Oh.
No, let's find the door first.
300
Yeah,
feet.
you
not very
know
far.
this not to be Xanathar's lair. This is
Yeah,
just
it's
on his
safe for the
hut.
way.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Zim just wants to check, just wants to maybe take an eye with him for prosperity.
Cool. There are plenty to choose from.
Yep. Just pockets one.
Once everyone's done with them, I'm just gonna Red Helm's just gonna Sacred Flame, and I was like, I was gonna do that. That's what I was gonna do. You guys got it, right?
And now just smell.
You seem very lucky tonight, the three of you so far. Shall we head north or south?
I think we should check out
Typically.
this extra platform up here out of the sewage water.
Yeah.
I don't know. Before you go up there, do you want to check for traps?
We do that.
As you say that, can we get Zim? You're in the middle of this room, right?
I am now.
Cool. So can you make a dex save for me, please?
4 20s in a row!
Oh wow!
So your I guess your scholarly instincts kick in, and you just know, you have this premonition that an arrow is coming from behind you, and you duck out of instinct, and the arrow goes over your head. Can we please have a dex save from you, Bear?
Sweet, I get advantage on deck saves.
As the arrow
Five
that is
nat 20s
dodged
in a
by
row?
20. That 20.
it goes over you.
Oh.
With the 6, you unfortunately, although
15,
Zim
15,
saved
I get
himself,
advantage.
15.
I get
you do,
advantage.
apologies.
Danger sense.
You do feel a slight tickle as the as an arrow bolt bounces against your thick armor, and or your thick hide, which is your natural armor, and falls clanking into the water of the sewage.
I've ruined the nat 20 run.
Can we see where the attacker is, or the trap?
You can make a perception check.
I'll put my head around
It's
the corner
definitely a
and
trap.
have a look. Can I have perception?
18. Oh no, 10. Sorry, that wasn't.
So Zim, you with your sort of eagle dexterity, you go to sort of an animalistic stance where you gaze across the room to figure out where your attacker came from. Excuse me.
As a small gnome who spent a lot of time studying, I would say that animalistic and extreme dexterity are probably not things that I would ever expect to have said about me.
No, and yet here we are, right? Here we are.
I was just intelligent enough to move, unlike the big bear wolf behind me.
Why do you need to move? You can make it bounce.
You see a small arrow slit that you can ponder through this little hole here. That is where that arrow came from the northwest.
Does it look trapped or does it look manned?
It looks like I mean, you can go ahead and stick your eye towards it to see if you can see anything inside it.
Is that how you check the traps?
Be my guest. I will allow you to roleplay your character as much as you
Is
like.
Soraya still with us? Can we fit her through the gap? And
Yeah.
She unfortunately was not able to make it back here because she was busy doing her pre-game
Understandable.
ritual, and she pre-gamed too hard.
She heard she heard sewers and went, no, I'm precious.
I'm out.
Now she lined up the media, so they're going to cover your story.
All right.
But she had to go do that before you actually did it.
Can I move up to here, like on the corner, and poke my head around the corner to have a look what's in there?
Go ahead and make a dex save.
Okay, I found where the enemy is.
I don't have a mirror.
8.
You do not make that save, though, unfortunately. As you get yourself an arrow that shoots out of the darkness and hits with a natural 20.
Oh.
I didn't see it on my screen.
You get it as
How convenient.
12 points of piercing damage.
12. Awesome. Fantastic. I'm so happy.
Doing
we're
good.
for that.
Before you're even in the lair, I'm just taking a shit ton of damage.
Jesus Christ. Awesome. Do I see where I get hit from?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I will. Perception the shit out of that check. Or not.
With the 10, you don't necessarily know. You know that there's one arrow slit, but you were watching that arrow slit and nothing seemed to come out of it.
Yeah.
Are there
Okay.
any like rats around?
Rats?
Yeah, we're in the sewers. There's
They
rats around.
are. There's lots of rats in here. You even feel a little one just giving you a nibble on the boot as you stand around waiting for your
Great.
friend.
Well, as a forest gnome, I'm able to speak with small animals. I asked one of the rats to go down and sort of scout for me. I just want to know if there's people down there or if there's or not.
He
Okay.
gives you the distinct impression that he sort of imposes upon you the delightful stench of a creature that has not bathed. It reminds you kind of what Rod smelled like.
I was about to ask, is that
Or
just
bear.
Beowulf?
But it is not Beowulf. It has a
is not
distinct sort of bear-like musk. It almost infused with like an insect, like an insect bear.
I kind of just note to everyone around me that there appears to be something down there. It's an actual item. It's a person. It's a monster or something down there. It's not just another slit in the wall.
What? Down,
Let's go.
down the
do we-
where I got shot from. He says,
Yes.
pulls the arrow out of his shoulder.
Then
Well,
let's
it's
get
not
it
a
before it
slit in
keeps
the
killing
wall.
us.
It's not. I want to be clear. It's not a trap. There is an actual animal or a beast down there. Do we roll? Maybe we could actually roll. For instance, Claymore. He has a rather large shield. Maybe he could put that shield up. And we could throw him down there and provide some sort of cover as we then follow him closely and be able to take out whatever it is.
Which direction are you seeing this in? Which tunnel?
Well, I mean, I didn't see it, but one of the benefits of being myself is that I can speak to the rats, and the rats tell me that there is something that smells like Beowulf down there.
Down where? Down where? Up, down, left, right?
Where Red has just been shot from.
Ken, DM, is there any light coming from down there?
What, down towards the south?
Yeah, where I
Yes.
just got shot from.
So got shot from. It doesn't seem to. Your chamber where you are now is lit up pretty brightly as you approach this area with the gazers. So it makes it harder to see other light.
And how shiny is the chamber pot that Beowulf put on?
It has like a nice black shine to it. It does reflect some, but the black does help it not be sort of mirror-like.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, are there any lit torches around at the moment?
There
Oh.
are, one of them being
Light one.
over here at this sort of entry spot here.
Okay, can I light an arrow and shoot it down the tunnel?
Sure. As you do that, you light it up nicely. Your torch immediately glistens with fire. Your sort of lit arrow end. The methane in here makes lighting things very easy. And as you shoot your arrow towards the end of the tunnel, you see a trail of flame that follows it as it lights up the excess methane, and eventually it lands with a bloop and fizzles out, and you see the exhausting end of the tunnel towards your south, with nothing else there. It doesn't seem to have anything beyond that.
Can I light a torch and throw it down where I just got shot from?
Well,
You don't know where you got shot from.
Wasn't it? I assume I could tell by the angle of the arrow.
You can sure. I mean, go ahead and roll investigation.
That's right.
Oh yeah, okay, investigation. Okay.
Because your perception was dog shit.
No, my perception was I'm going to cast guidance on myself and give myself a D4 just in case. Because my investigation is a -1.
oof,
Well done.
+4.
That's better.
that's still pretty good.
Hey,
That's
94.
Pretty
Very
good.
nice. So what you do notice is that towards the southeast is another of these arrow slits that seems to be where you were shot from as you walked past its vantage point.
Wait, can you indicate on the map? Because never eat soggy Weet-Bix, just there.
You can see it here, hopefully, once
Okay.
big old bear moves out of the way.
Okay.
Move me.
And can I see into it at all, or
Do you want to put your eye to the slot?
I do not want to put my eye to the slot. Can I put a torch through the slot though, so I can light it up?
It seems to be the width of an arrow.
I'm just gonna call it. Let's leave it. Move on.
Red.
Find the back door to those areas.
Okay. And what's okay? Fine. I want to kill that motherfucker.
We will.
All right. What's down this corridor down here? Can I poke my head around the corner there and have a look?
So you find yourself facing a door. It is a stone door of pretty decent proportions. Let's quickly get that lit up for you there. Boop. It has a handle and a key slot, and it seems to be heading further into this stone walkway.
Bear, you're our resident locksmith currently. Is there anything you can do about this door also?
Yeah, let me have a look at it. So does it look like something I could smash off, or do I have to...
It is made of stone. You can see that there has been what looks to be attempts made to reinforce this door, as if this has, as with everything else, there's these hints that something has happened to make them hyper aware of security breaches, and a lot of things have been done to, heighten security.
Can I try and persuade Beowulf to run at the door and charge it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. You could RP that one. I don't think it'll take much.
Yeah. Beowulf, I believe that this would be
For the
definitely something you
three.
should run at.
I'm still raging,
Lock
someone
your
could...
hand.
Yes, we'll hit it together.
All right.
With your joint effort, I'll give you advantage.
Yes. Steve, you can roll the advantage. I'm having...
What am I rolling?
Hilarious.
Strength?
Strength. I imagine you're not taking any finesse to this. With an 18, you go and charge full weight with both of your shoulders into it, and you hit it, and it just sticks. And as you push and push, you hear the telltale cracks as you, with just a shoulder charge, manage to literally crack stone as this door starts to melt away. You
galore here.
You hear a cry of frustration from deep within, which seems to indicate some sort of a creature. It almost sounds like a howl of an animal in the frustration of you breaking through the first of the doorways. As revealed to you is the next part of the hallway, which...
Is it lit or is it dark?
I imagine you guys at this point have a torch that you're sort of carrying with you.
Well, I have dark vision, so I wouldn't light it.
If anybody doesn't. But yes, we can say it's lit up for the sake of right now. This is a good showcasing.
Jim, do you have fireball?
I have
Fire.
firebolt. I don't have fireball.
What the hell is a fireball?
We don't want fireball in here.
Who asked? Who had that necklace?
Let's not say never. I just want to look around the corner here. I'm just gonna use Mage Hand to hold up my small knife and just use a reflection of the blade to see around the corner. See if there's anything dicey here. Any more arrows, for instance.
Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage because you're trying to sort of see it indirectly.
That sounds an awful lot like checking for traps. There's
No, it's just checking for arrows. This is different. With disadvantage, it's a nat failure. That is a solid ass wall with nothing in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So safe to go.
You stab yourself with the knife that you're trying to.
Who's going to take the first step?
I got this.
I'll
Let's
go.
go. Oh, Steve.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
I
make
get it.
a
What do I
dexterity
say?
saving throw.
Who? Steve.
Dex save.
Steve.
That's a fail.
An arrow jumps out at you from seemingly out of nowhere.
I smack it out of the way.
You missed that opportunity with that six. And it hits you for 9 piercing damage.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Before I turn the corner, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm below half health.
Yep. That was a pretty damn solid hit with that natural 20.
Fucking terrible. Didn't like that. That's a D8 plus my spellcasting modifier. Oh, it's an 8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which I don't remember off the top of my head.
I'll do it.
How does that leave you feeling? Are you feeling quite revived or just a little bit revived?
So 8 plus 3, so 13 points. So not too bad. Better than I. Actually, no, I'm
11
back up to full.
points?
I'm back up to full.
Okay.
what do I see
Alright.
before me, Mr. DM?
What's it, sorry?
What do I see before me?
Another stone door, just as the one you just broke through.
I'm going to try to get through this one myself.
By yourself, just standard
Yep.
strength check, no advantage.
Can I cast guidance on him since I'm in the?
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Go ahead and
I
cast
guess it's
advantage. So you do not manage to make your way through the door with the 4. So
So
maybe
tried.
back to the other end there.
So,
Instead, you run as hard as you can. Your shoulder already quite raw from your previous barge attempt, and you take 1d4 points of bludgeoning damage as you just smack into this thing without relenting.
Are you okay there, Steve?
Yeah.
Can
Hitting you for 2 points as you just ram yourself, self-inflicted 2 points of damage.
if I were to freeze said door, I can cast Ray of Frost at an object.
Mhm.
If I were to freeze said door, would that give an advantage on the attack?
It
If
might
it's
make it more
frozen,
brittle.
it becomes brittle.
It
Right.
may.
Sure, I'm casting Ray of Frost then.
Alright, I'll give it another go.
Yeah, hit it again.
Sure.
I'll help you
Yeah.
this time. Roll with
Alright.
advantage.
And the two of you with like
Really?
5 foot worth of run-up speed try and like balance next to each other with like no room to charge.
Oh no, we pack in like, you know, a
We make
scrum.
it- we
We
make
just
it
bind up. We bind up. We're like a front row.
You managed to, luckily, with the help of Grim. Sorry, I'm getting your name wrong.
Grim.
Zim. It's the GR. I keep wanting to call you Grim Graysoul.
Grim Grayson.
But
Grim
Zim
Grayson.
Graysoul. The frozen hinges on this thing managed to crack, and the door, instead of cracking, just breaks off the hinges and wobbles
God.
and then just falls over. You two, with the momentum, charge right into the room, and you end up. Where is Rod? You are here. So both of you manage to charge right in, and let's reveal the areas.
Yes.
You know what I love? Not only are we a bunch of murder hobos, we murdered doors.
Yeah, we just like
Nothing.
literally-
Yeah,
seems
the doors.
safe, sacred.
Crit roll.
In front of you is a thrilling trap with multiple options. We hit it hard.
Oh, it looks like Steve has a friend.
Steve mayhaps just have a friend. I'm just going to give you guys some cinematic lighting
Ooh.
as we get sort of a view into this room. And Rod, you would probably, so Bear, you'd be able to see sort of
Yeah.
a corner of another friend that exists over there. As you find your way crashing in. But unfortunately for you, I don't think that either of you were trying to be particularly stealthy while you made your way into this. And these people were surely waiting for you after they heard you crash through the first door. So I'm going to quickly remove our initiative. I'm going to keep our initiative because they've
Just
all...
quickly, Did they get out of the way of the door? So did this original guy here? Did he get out of the way of the door that just exploded inwards?
Yeah.
Did
He
take
was
any
he
damage?
was standing right there the whole time. He took no damage.
Oh. Sure, it would take at least 1d4 damage of a door smashing into him.
Inside check at the end.
Hey, it wasn't a natural 20 for that door smashing.
Take off.
He got way out of the way. He heard you guys slam the first time unsuccessfully with that nat 1.
That did. I feel like you've made the right call there.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you for justifying my decision.
Stop pandering to the DM.
Hey, I didn't say that I was above being pandered to.
Zim both sees intelligence in people and, in Rod's case, the lack of intelligence in people.
So, first up, as you guys enter here, they rush you, and they're going to... So, you guys are surprised, which means that they'll get this round on you. This guy runs out here and begins to lay his arms upon you in furious assault, as you see a grotesque morning star descend down towards you, Bear. Does a 13 hit?
Who are you hitting?
Bear.
There's just bailed.
I assume it doesn't, so that's fine. They also then have the next one, which is the one down south, who will attempt to... Oh, sorry, not that one. This one.
Let's watch the turn order fly by.
Yeah, so we see another creature, this one seemingly even more brutish than the last, step out into the light as dodging the first attack. Bear sees a javelin come around the side of this thing as it pokes through. With a 19 to hit, Bear takes 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
But not only that, it seems adept at the surprise attack thing, and it's going to do an additional point of damage for being able to sort of capitalize on this strike, and does a full, including the previous attack, 19 points of piercing damage.
Holy dooly. But is Rod's raging, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he'll take
is.
half of that, but
So what's that become?
so 19 becomes 9?
Yes.
Yeah, so good job being a barbarian, I guess.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we get the one down south, who is going to attack Steve with their Morning Star.
Certainly try.
He will certainly try. With a 17 to hit, does that hit?
That hits just.
So it will do as well. This it has this keen ability to ambush, and it does a total of 18 points of piercing damage.
Yokes.
Wow.
As they finish their turn, and we are back at the top of the order with Bear, as you have stumbled into what seems to be a spot of trouble now.
Yep, just going straight back into it. You know, my trusty two-handed. It did well for me before.
Never let you down in the past.
Never let me down in the past, but that clearly did not do anything that I pressed.
So you do not have advantage, so it's only the 12.
I don't. It's only 12.
All right, so does not hit, as his hide armor seems to protect him from the depth of your swing.
Yeah, I have nothing else I can do.
Awesome. So this is a very bad spot because they do not have space for the rest of you. Claymore, you are up.
I don't know. I'm pretty small.
You could probably coexist in that space.
But I can get there.
You can
and
get
that's about
there,
it.
and you will be able to at least get to the one below you. The
Are
one.
you able to get there and move back?
Why move back? Oh, since taking up room.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
I
allow
can get
you
there.
to move through enemies, but it will take you double your movement to get through that space.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 25 feet.
So you can't do it from there.
No.
And I will let the rest of the party move through their own members as well at double the speed.
Alright, that might not be too bad of an option. Alright, so I'm gonna swing at this guy. And I'm going to cast. Can I see everyone?
Yes, you can see everyone. You're probably the only person who can see everyone.
I cast Bane on all 3.
Awesome. Go ahead. What's the spell description of Bane? This is what you see, by the way.
Clicky into the chat.
Oh, I know Bane. Bane's a good one. Okay, I don't have to worry about that then. That's good. It's good.
That's my action, unfortunately, but
Cool. So Bane, for the people in the chat, effectively means that if any of these enemies try and attack, they will have to subtract 1d4 from their rolls to make it weaker. So that debilitates the enemies in a big way, and it can target up to 3 creatures of the caster's choice. So I assume that's all 3 of the enemies.
Correct.
Beautiful. All right, so we will do that when we get there. So we have to make the charisma saving throws immediately. So we'll start at the whole top with the big boy, and then the 2 below it, one at a time. So we have
One
a
fail.
6, a 3, and an 18. So both the top 2 are currently have been baned.
Oh my god.
I'll put that
And
they've
I
got like a
can't-
little wrench. They need some fixing.
Oh wow.
I can't cast another spell, can I?
No, only one spell unless the other one is able to be cast in a bonus action.
I do have bonus actions.
As long as your spell can be cast in a bonus action. So not all, some of them take an action.
No,
Most of them
so
do.
Bane is the action.
Yep.
I will prep. I will prep.
You'll crap.
Have a crap on over you.
Bonus action is use for channel divinity.
You'll have a crack.
Sorry.
I just love the sound of like the swords just clashing in the background.
Yeah.
Oh good, you can hear that. It doesn't seem to be coming through on mine, so that's good.
It's subtle, but I think it adds some really nice atmosphere.
Thunderous Smite is what I will prep.
So you're preparing that, so the next strike you make will be with that Thunderous Smite?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well done. All right, next in the order we have Ren. So remembering that you can move with a double movement or sort of half movement through occupied spaces.
Which means you can move basically what's that, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet and get stuck under clay. I don't think I do anything.
Or you can hold your action and take it in another point in the combat as well.
Yes, I will hold my action. Should someone become visible, I'll unleash an arrow.
Cool. No, so you can even just postpone your turn. So you can effectively just wait until the end of this round and take it whenever it makes sense for you.
Okay, whatever comes first.
Awesome. So shooting bad guys, or walking at the end of the round.
That's right.
Easy as. So next up we have the first guy who needs a bit of fixing up. Our friend, the young guy over here. And he's going to try and again take down this bear of a man in front of him. 19 to hit.
With a D4.
With the D4.
Subtracted. I will roll that now. /roll 1d4. So you guys can all see the subtraction. So that is now a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Ah, damn. So that is 11 piercing. So you take 5. Next up, we have the man in the red/black dome himself. All
right. I'm going to step on into Zim Square, and then up into Claymores, and then shut out.
Taking 20.
Yeah, I'm going to shut out. Bear, Steve, you okay? Do you need help?
I'm alright at the moment. Yeah, a little bit of health, but I'm okay.
Yeah,
just gotta start hitting them.
Okay, as my
Thanks,
bonus
Matt,
action.
for subscribing. Woohoo!
Yes,
thank
thank
you.
you, dude. Woohoo!
Hell yeah.
First off, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Steve. So, Steve, you get a +2 bonus to your AC, and whilst I'm concentrating on it, so that lasts for 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Then I am going to. Shit. Have any of them taken damage?
No.
No, I don't think so.
All right. Which one can I see from where I'm standing?
Yeah, just a massive thank you to the Nat 30s. Way to take that and then just like one up it another time.
Thank you. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, indeed.
Woo!
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Thank you.
What just happened?
Just they gifted a bunch of subs to everybody, so it was awesome.
Why?
That's
Awesome.
definitely a high note.
Okay.
Before someone dies.
Yeah. Thanks for giving us one moment of happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's gonna die.
Okay. Can Redhelm see this guy here?
Sorry, yes, you should be able to. You've got good sort of tactical awareness.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to cast my cantrip, Toll the Dead. So he has to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. They are, not that wise, surprisingly. For a 12.
What?
12 fails. Has he taken damage?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so he only takes 2 points of necrotic damage, but...
Beautiful.
Okay,
So
and then I'm
Bane-
going to move back to where I was, if I can.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll let you sort of bounce back there. That works out for me. So yes, taking 2, he feels bewildered. You can see him sort of looking around, trying to catch who sort of made this annoyingly loud sound of necrotic energies in his brain. In much frustration, you hear, "Mrrr! Was it this one in front of me?" As Steve, you have the opportunity to now attack.
Who's attacking?
You are, Steve.
My bad.
Kill him.
Kill
Okay,
with
well,
fire
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
axe.
take my
whatever.
great axe to the guy right in front of me that just attacked me. So where's my great axe these days?
Where'd you keep it?
Big axe of death.
Yeah, where's it gone?
With the
15
15, you do hit, yeah. So the one below you. So go ahead and roll damage.
You're gonna do damage for me? No, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
So click on the Great Axe name in the chat,
Yeah.
and you'll be able to. It'll automatically roll the damage for you.
There we go.
There we are. Nice. So your 2 hands come down in a slashing arc as you take care of this thing, doing 6 points of slashing damage as it begins to. You open up a slash in its chest and it roars in anger. You can see its eyes glisten in a rage you know too
we're
well
annoy it even more after I've just done my hit. I'm gonna use my horns against him.
Oh.
And I'm gonna push him as well if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
18.
Yeah, go. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It does 7 bludgeoning damage. He's now pushed 10 feet away from me.
Nice. So you're going to push him back over to the back corner here as you...
I
We
feel
can't
like
see that.
horns being sharp.
Oh, sorry, he
should
needs to
do,
make
like,
a decent
piercing
dexterity
damage.
save.
Cool, let me just make that dex.
Yeah, great. It needs to be like piercing damage versus bludgeoning.
11? It doesn't...
That's a fail, so yeah, he's pushed 10 feet away.
Beautiful. So yeah, he smacks into the back wall. What you guys say about piercing?
Well, horns.
They're like, you know,
But piercing.
sharp.
Oh yeah, I'd say they're definitely piercing damage, not bludgeoning.
Alright.
That's what it is in the books. Whatever.
The book
Robin's
apparently
like-
doesn't know how sharp horns are.
Yeah,
Robin checks the things.
I'm
like,
gonna,
this guy's resistant to
The
I'm gonna
rule
push up
book is
more damage.
bullshit.
I'll push up that extra 10 feet up to him. So let the rest of the
Beautiful.
party
So
into the room.
You just charge, you're paling him with your horns, and backing him up right into the back room as you smack him into this wall here. Next up, we have the big guy at the back who's now going to take his opportunity to, again, javelin around his sort of front man here. And 15 points, 15, and he's going to roll the 1d4. Does 15 hit, by the way?
Yeah, it does.
Let's subtract that. That's a -3, so that's a 12. Doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
Beautiful. Good baning.
Bane.
Well baned.
So after being
Their
impaled
existence.
and slammed against a wall by a giant cow beast, the bugbear in front of you all tries to, in a rage, attack this creature who evidently is a match that he was not expecting.
Not expecting.
And will slam the Morningstar down upon you. Does a 14 hit?
Does not hit.
As he misses your close proximity and the horns, making it very hard for him to strike. Next up, we have Zim Greysoul.
Zim is gonna pop out and just kind of pop out into here. Sees that this guy's kind of on the back foot, and
He has bloodied the guy down south, by the way.
yeah, I'm going to cast Firebolt at him. Now, I'm pretty small. Can I just shoot straight under old mate's?
Oh, absolutely.
Legs?
this is a maneuver that you guys have practiced in
Yeah.
spades.
Whales have the training room back at
Absolutely.
Exactly.
While he was sleeping, every time he lifted his leg, you just shot your fireballs.
the.
Oh no, I
Straight
sleep standing
underneath.
up. What are you talking about?
14 to hit.
Hits.
14 hits.
Let's set fire. Ooh, the 8 coming through. Nice. So as you do this, his open mouth and rage, you manage to get a fireball to swoop up in the updraft underneath the legs. And as he inhaled, he actually breathed the firebolt in. And it just burnt him from the inside out. And in a really strange turn of events, you see this man crispify as even his screams start to get muffled as the ability to do so is reduced to nothing, and he falls. A hollow husk of a man he once was.
I just give Nick this little Steve just this little
Yip,
right there, just like
Yeah.
just
got
like the
ya.
simulations.
So Ren, you have this opportunity to move. Otherwise, it will go to the next turn.
I will dash. So that brings me to, I think so that's 10, 15, 25, 35, 40 to there.
Yep, that works.
With that, no, that's my action as well, isn't it? So I am now.
Yeah, dash as well. Beautiful. All right, so on to the next turn order. We have Bear. You are up front. You are facing your two enemies. That's definitely the front man of this group.
Great. So I am going to throw caution to the wind and recklessly attack.
Nothing
in front of me.
abnormal there.
No.
Big caution consent.
So yeah, 21 with that, right?
Yep.
Hits.
Thank God. So we'll just rip through for 11 points of damage.
Beautiful. Oh, what's the little fire from
It's just hot shotting off with fire.
Beautiful. So with 11 there, you do manage to take this thing down to a point where it is bloodied.
Yes.
Nice.
So you know that your enemy can bleed. Next up, Claymore, are you able to prove that further?
I attempt to shove Bear a little bit out of the way.
Yep.
Say,
That's cute.
let me show how it's done. And I'm assuming this comes with advantage.
Why are you advantaging?
Why? Why do you
What do you
advantage?
call it? What's the word I'm
Not
looking
flanking.
for?
He's
Two
not
of it.
flanked.
You're not
Not
flanking
flanked.
because you have to be opposite each
Back.
other.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got to be beside
Well,
him
we'll
on
go with
multiple
the-
sides.
15 does hit though.
You hit anyway,
15
dude.
does hit. All right.
Yes.
So extra 2d6 Thundy damage.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
dang.
And he needs to make a strength save or be pushed back 10 feet. And
Right,
if I
so-
could that mean he bowls the guy over behind him?
What I will do is that he did roll a 9, so he did not make the save. So he does, as a projectile, go towards the guy behind him. I will let the guy behind him also make a chance to do a strength save as well, to see if he can avoid being knocked back by his friend. And he
Okay.
does, luckily, as the guy there, prevent him from falling backwards. So he holds him up.
You say he saved?
He did save. He got a 14 on your 12.
Bane.
Oh, yes, you are absolutely right. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, that's just mean.
Oh,
so
let's
good.
Forget it.
So he drops it to a 12 with a 2. So meets it, beats it, and he does still manage to
Oh,
keep this guy up.
Bugger.
And that one was pretty close.
So did you say he holds him up, or does he knock him prone? I just wasn't sure which one you said.
Oh, no, he manages to hold him up.
He holds it. Okay,
against the
just
sort of
double
knocked
checking.
backwards.
Just double checking.
Just so that we're all aware. Beautiful. Next up, we have.
And that is-
but by the way, as you do that, though, a miniature lightning cloud, a thunder cloud, appears in this dungeon above this guy's head. Your sword strikes, and as it does, the lightning meets your sword tip, and both penetrate this creature at once. As the lightning flows through this body, it is racked in pain, and eventually it too succumbs to the shock and falls to its death, being held as a corpse by its colleague as it gets knocked backwards.
And I'm going to push into the space.
Cool. So you push into which space? His space or the?
The dead guy's space.
Cool. That works for me. I'll just move him out of the way nicely.
Standing on his corpse.
But I will reveal the area. And just so that we avoid any confusion about some chats that are happening, I will continue to use penetrate as a descriptor. Because penetrate is a great word, and it's visceral, and it gets good reactions.
yep.
Oh,
New
dear.
plan, penetrate the back door.
just penetrate the back door.
Yellow card.
You find a room as you walk into the space that is designed apparently to spy into the main corridor. As you see two spots where people can stand and fire arrows through that match the short bows you see on the backs of both the southern bugbear as well as the one to the east.
We really should have learned that from our first encounter.
Yeah.
I mean, this is literally just player knowledge here. You guys knew this.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
My turn's done.
Well done. So Claymore with a magnificent entry into the foray. It is now Ren's turn, prepared and actually lined for a fight.
All right. So do I have enough line of sight to reach the guy at the end of the tunnel?
A ranger of your magnitude and prowess surely cannot miss and strike one of your colleagues at this range.
Oh, I'm going to cop it in the side of the head.
Let's find out, shall we? Lining scout between all the different moving bodies, like just shout, "Get down! Get the fuck out of the way!"
Curving the arrow around the room.
Get down.
The wall.
Get down. Put a chopper.
That's a plus.
So with that 25, it's pretty good. You definitely managed to find the one opening that was available and poke through it. Go ahead and roll that damage.
A total of 7 piercing.
7. Well done. So smacking this guy, you do manage to get him a good 7 points of damage. He does seem, as you pierce him, you hear the clink of a chain shirt as it still manages to pierce and hurt him slightly.
Okay. As a movement, I'm just going to mosey on over around the corner over here.
Beautiful. Next up, we have that guy's dead. We have ourselves a red helm.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to get here?
Yes, that should only take you 30 movement.
Okay. 30. So that's my whole movement.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I will. Bonus action. I will summon a spectral Ashley J. Williams right there. Chainsaw, boomstick, and chainsaw comes down on this guy. Pretty sure.
You have to find me an icon for it.
I will find an icon that I can add to the map.
Oh.
24 to hit.
24 does hit.
Yay!
Damn.
That's 7 plus 1, 4. So 8 points of force damage. Oh, force damage as the chainsaw comes slamming down on this thing's head.
So this thing from your deepest imaginations, as it has a blade that literally has spinning teeth around it. Truly something out of nightmares. But a thing of beauty nonetheless. This is fantasy inside a fantasy world as you bring this swirling thing of death towards this, and it takes its 8 points of damage.
Excellent. Okay, that was my bonus action, because spiritual weapons bonus action. As my action, I had a plan, and I've totally forgot it right now. I had something up.
Hit it with something.
What? Oh yeah, my action cast told the dead on the thing that I just hit.
Ding ding.
So he has to make a
so
save.
it will do its wisdom save. And it is a 12, so it does not make it.
Okay, so instead of a D8 damage, because it's already taken damage, it takes a D12.
Oh, right, let's do it.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Chronic damage to that fucker.
Yes. Maximum damage, well done.
That's the way to do it.
Nice.
How do you want to do this?
Not quite
Oh
yet.
my god.
Yeah, he seems
Not
to
a
be
minute
taking.
or
He
max
takes a
at
bit
all.
more of a punishment than
Yeah,
the other
max
two.
it.
That's it.
Oh.
As it is now Steve Everett's turn. After killing its prey, it sniffs the air for who else wants horns.
How much
Come
movement
on, you
would it take
Maxitor.
me to just say, everyone, move out of my way, I'm going to rush this guy?
So
Yeah.
if you use your sprint, like both your movement, like both your actions as movement, could you still hit him with your horns?
I can use my Goring Rush, which makes me basically after a dash, I can hit.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Alright, I'll do that. Everyone, out of my way, I'm coming through.
You line up
Back
and
up against the wall.
you
Yeah.
hear the telltale sound of his
Oh no!
feet
I'm
on
not gonna hit
the
it.
on the pavers. Go ahead and make your charge.
I did 9.
You still at least managed to run all the way up of him, but this guy, instead of taking it like the other guy, lifts a shield and with a quick movement manages to defend. And he whispers over his shield, "I'm going to kill you for that."
I just laugh.
Yeah, just that +2 to AC.
So he is then going to, in retaliation, bring down a quick double hit with his Morningstar.
Yep.
And the first one is going to be quickly deflected by your horns pushing it out the way. But the second one will hit you for 12 points of piercing damage.
What was the roll?
23.
That's definitely going to hit.
No, that's going to hit.
Was that 13 points?
12.
12, okay.
Ain't no Bane going to work
okay.
against that.
Wait, no,
Okay.
Sorry, did you roll the D4 for the Bane, or?
No, not yet.
Because Steve does have his
18.
+2 to his AC for my shield
It
effect.
would be 20.
What's your
still
AC?
hits me. Still hits me.
Ah,
It'll be
damn
18
it.
plus
Good
2.
try, good try. I always
Yeah.
respect the attempt. It's what matters in this
So
game.
close.
Both 44 guys.
I took a chance.
Next up, we got Zim. What you got?
Have I got a clear shot on him, or do I need to move closer
Oh,
and take the
again,
shot?
what's the chance of somebody as good as you at spells hitting your teammates?
I mean,
Oh,
I mean,
the antagonization of the DM is great. Come on,
Does-
princess, you can do it.
does spell sculpt, which allows me to identify a place that doesn't take damage, help me actually shoot around people?
I mean, in a way, yes. Am I
way.
gonna deny that in certain situations I still won't burn your teammates? No. But with the natural one, I will say that this is one of those times where I do indeed.
Dude.
I use spell sculpt to
Shot
ensure
that.
that I.
Unfortunately, you get the mapping wrong, and you put like the area that you want hit as the one you want hit, and it just sort of goes from there. You're still learning, you're still sculpting. You've only just started it. It's fine. So
Wow.
you go ahead and roll the damage for your firebolt.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Just go ahead.
You got this.
Just humor me. With the 5 points of fire damage, you hear Steve Evans yelp a little bit with the burn as it singed the buttocks of your bovine companion.
Oh, God.
You take 5 points of fire damage, Steve.
Just working out the math there. Yep. I'm looking a little bit burnt here.
Danger
Next
close.
up,
Danger
we
close.
have Bear.
Okay, I am going to come through 300 style through the pack.
This is Waterdeep.
You can jump over me. You
This
can jump
is-
over me.
Yep, this is
Up and over the
so.
top.
Yep. So do I get any sort of advantage on this? Because I'm not
Oh
going
yeah, go for it. Just slam the dude.
Character sheet.
I think the theatrics gave you enough of an opening.
Oh, cool. Of course, when it's your turn to attack, you have tech issues, but that's alright.
It wouldn't be D&D if it wasn't that.
Nah, it's just a character sheet taking its time to load. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
No.
So you guys.
The weather in the sewer, pretty good, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. We hit
Nice,
74
nice.
followers
Alright.
before, and our giveaway goes.
Ooh, 74.
Yeah, one more.
One more.
One more.
Beautiful. 17 hits.
Beautiful.
But with a
Yes.
critical, obviously.
So
Nice.
11.
So you slash through again, doing 11 points of damage. This creature, now you can see blood
This
coming
is
through its chain
Sewer.
vest. It does not look healthy.
Awesome.
Claymore, let's see what you can do round 2.
It's very tempting to dump another.
How long does it take for them to recover?
A lot of my spell slots are all long rests. So,
So, remembering that tonight you may be versing Xanathar. May or may not, like depending
We
on how
got
you
this.
guys go. So, do what you want with that information.
so I'm just going to stick in with the pointy end.
That's always a good option, right?
Always a safe bet.
Let's give it a little poke.
Mm-hmm.
Is there advantage?
With a 22, it just hit.
Nice.
Jesus, it's a big
Yes,
hit.
for the 9.
9 points of damage. This guy still manages to keep standing. His shield seems to be hanging a bit limp, though, after the assault from all of you and the cuts he has taken. Now we have Ren.
Wow. Ren will do the same kind of thing, just darting out from behind the wall. I turn as I go around the corner and let off another arrow. 28.
Hits for sure. You have such good attack with that.
Take it for 11.
Beautiful. So you manage to shoot this thing, and you catch it in the neck as it rips part of the flesh away, and you see it jump up to hold its flesh as the blood begins to pour out, and it gurgles as it tries to speak. Ugh, ugh. It's still standing, but it has nothing left but its arm keeping it alive from bleeding out.
Just calling out, somebody just take this thing down!
And to do that, hopefully, we have a red helm.
Okay, my Ashley J. Williams, standing in just above where Beowulf is going to come down with that chainsaw, but he's going to feint and shoot under the arm with the boomstick.
Boom. Go ahead and do your damage.
We'll roll to hit first.
No, he said roll for damage. He said roll for damage.
But I'm going to use my channel divinity guided strike to add to that roll to make it a 22.
It hits. Thank you, Jesus.
Literally.
Of force damage from the boomstick.
Beautiful. Your stick booms. And with a 9 points, you see the knockback as this creature slams against the wall, its arm removing from the gash in its neck. And it lies there, a spurt of blood, its final death knell, as it gurgles to a quiet end. As you slay the first enemies that await you in this lair. Unfortunately, though, that is going to have to be the end of the session.
Check the bodies.
Check the bodies, of course. That's the right of
Yeah,
End of
check
the
the bodies.
session?
I immediately check the bodies. No.
Yeah, I'm digging through. I'm looking for.
So the first thing you notice, these guys have been outfitted with decent weaponry. You see that they've got short bows, they've got morning stars, and they're all of decent quality. So feel free to help yourself to those if you would like them.
I've been hanging around down the back waiting an opportunity to loot this guy and have a look around the room. I turn my back for a second and Zinche Bane. Looting.
What is
Right.
that thing?
A bow is no use to me, Ren. The bow is helpful to you. Go
Is
for
there
it.
any-
Grab a short bow?
What's this
There
dog
are
thing?
short bows, yes.
Is there anything more on these guys?
You do find. So go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Fun.
Beautiful. So the 83 has it. Let's see what you get. Oh, so. Gotta find this bad boy. You will love the fuck out of this.
Yes.
I think
I'm already
this is gonna
excited.
be your jam.
I'm so excited
Check
right
about
now.
things.
We will work this one out together. As
I
we
love it when you do
progress.
that.
But this, what you've just got, is a drow crafted +1 shotgun.
Oh,
What?
dang.
Yes!
Wow.
It doesn't have any ammo. It seems that it was mostly ornamental to this one, but your bogan eyes immediately highlight the value.
I have
in
a
this
shotgun.
Well, I don't feel like you're going to end up hitting people over the head with this thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
With
thinking.
its +1.
Just kill everyone. Oh, amazing.
Otherwise, you do manage to find approximately 15 gold pieces worth of loot on the bodies.
Now we have a literal
Any-
boomstick.
Yeah, no, I have a little.
Any magical keys to get us into doors?
Yeah, what is this dress or doll or whatever this thing is down here?
Let me just find out what you're referring to. The dresser doll. That's so
Interesting.
as you walk into that area, you notice this is as you noticed last time when you were in here. This is sort of a armament area. So they've got a bunch of sort of clothing that seem to be uniforms. They've got a bunch of old weaponry that seem to have been left here. Most of it has now collected dust since it is no longer in full use as it once was.
Okay.
And with that, we've reached our 75 follower goal. Thank you.
What, we did?
We
We did!
So that means we're doing our giveaway next time. Do you want to
next
quickly have a
Thursday.
bit of a chat about
Thursday,
that,
Thursday.
Jeremy?
Who owns the giveaway at the moment? I'm
Who's
not
giveaway
looking-
owner?
I've been owning the gig giveaway.
You want to have a chat about it?
So, 75 followers, we finally hit it. Next Thursday, we will be giving away a Monster Menagerie Booster Pack 2 containing miniatures pre-painted. That, as well as 2 dice sets, as well as a dice tin. To win this awesome prize pack provided to us by Miniature Hub, you must be with us next Thursday and active in the chat. And we will pick one of you lucky rages to win this awesome, awesome prize pack.
Be
So
there.
thanks so much, and look forward to doing that draw next week, and hopefully seeing as many of you with us there as we can.
I am really keen.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Fantastic.
And guys, don't forget,
Great work.
Monday we have our new to D&D one shot. So DM Dontagious is going to destroy or try to destroy our new kids on the block. Anish, Darren, Paul, and Sam. So, you know, it's going to be fun. These guys spent last Monday learning all the ins and outs. So now they're going to put all their skills that they've learnt to the test. So tune in, chuck in some tips, maybe give them a few, you know, meta pigeon gaming advice midway through. But, yep, definitely don't mind hearing a bit of that.
Did you teach
Yeah.
them to check for traps?
It's
Okay,
not,
so around the
not
count
like
as well.
I'm going to throw.
We did not teach them how to check for traps.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to throw Count Ursula at them.
Oh, I see. All broom. No broom.
Nobody
Zero
trusts you.
broom. That's all I'm saying.
It's awesome.
It's all right.
That'll be Monday,
This is the
8:30.
test. If they don't get the joke, it means they haven't watched the stream, which means I get to punish them anyway. So
Fantastic. Keep following us. Make sure you keep up to date about which campaign we're playing. We'll make sure to announce that on the socials before next week. And otherwise, see you on Monday
we don't
for
know.
that session.
see you on Monday.
Awesome.
See you guys.
Have a good evening.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.